Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Icewind Dale Rime of the Maiden. We are Worldshaper Games. Thank you for joining us. What we normally do here is we go around and we say a bit about each other and our characters, and then we do a recap. So, Jack, if you would like to take it away for the time being.
As always, hello everyone. I'm Jack, aka Don Hayes. I play the character Emilia in this campaign. She is a human rogue hailing from Waterdeep and has been sent off to Icewind Dale, A, to make a name for herself, and B, to find out what's going on with the wagons, why they've stopped trading goods.
Those bastards are taking our wagon wheels.
Yeah. Oh, talking of wagon wheels, I got one here. Best chocolate ever.
A sponsor for today.
Yeah.
How about you, Dave?
Hello, I am Dave. I play Quinn Fairkettle. I'm at Levi. I am a Twilight cleric, harboring from Waterdeep. I am a speaker for good mead, and I am with these people to be their clerical needs. And also, I need money to buy my new armor.
Yeah, please give me 100
How
gold.
you need money.
Cool.
Good
You,
Lord
Levi?
survives.
Come back to me. I'm just
All right,
still
go on,
after
Greg.
Yeah, hello, my name is Greg, and I play Zufira, the Dwarven Ranger, whose fate is entangled with that of a dead dragon who's now sort of haunting her and manifesting. And she's native to Icewind Dale, so she's groaning at all these newcomers and their fangled ideas about what this place is.
Excellent. And last, you, Levi?
Oh, there we go. Pull myself back together. Hello, I'm Levi, aka Killjoy, and I am playing Cassius von Deuce, the half-elf fighter that is essentially along for the ride. He's kind of up here. He's an inquisitive fellow. He's found himself in Icewind Dale because of all the shenanigans that are going on, and he's here to help out the party and be kind of moral support, really. And yeah, so far he hasn't done anything ultra crazy, which is nice, but we never know. We never know. But yeah, he's hanging out with his bros and all that.
The campaign is young.
Yeah, the campaign
Bros.
is young.
I mean, the party of all women that you're with.
Yeah, we're bros. Broesses.
Yeah.
I believe the correct term is ladette.
Oh, yeah, that one. That's
I think that's actually a bit outdated and offensive, Fruity. It's actually broette.
Broette.
So organised this time. Who would like to take it away for what we did last weekend whilst I plug in my headphones?
I've got pretty extensive notes, so I can handle this one.
Yeah, go for it.
Although I can't promise that my delivery will be eloquent at all. But yeah, so last episode we arrived at Bryn Shander, which is a hill fort city and the biggest town in Icewind Dale. So yeah, we kind of wandered around a bit. We followed Zilly Blackpipe, this merchant that we'd kind of come with. And Amelia sort of talked to her about the missing caravans from Waterdeep, talking about doing some trading. Found out a little bit about the Zentarim, who we've been hearing about, who are kind of connected to the last guy from the last town who was trying to be speaker. And then we went to Dakut's place. We sort of found out, we mostly just, nothing really found out, just a nice social situation until we left and we heard his little girl say, "Mummy, are we going to pay the guys so we can survive the lottery?" So it does turn out there's a little bit of corruption with the lottery in this town, which is they essentially kill people once a month, send them out into the snow for failing this lottery as a tribute to the Ice Maiden to try and get this eternal winter to stop. Then we went to the pub. There was a fish mounted up on the wall called Old Bitey. And he sang a song which I'm sure Phil would be happy to regale us with right now.
Oh, God.
It was something about there's a place I like to go further up the snow, the river flow underneath all that snow. I don't know.
Underneath all that snow.
It was, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Snow what?
there were two little things that happened on the side, which is that Amelia was kind of trailing some Zentarum people, which I think you found out where they lived, and Zufira was also there was a person that she noticed that there was a ranger that took part in the lynching of Dende, her dragon. So she was mad about that. But before any of that really transpired, we had an elf come in, a female half elf with 2 braids, warm clothes. Danica Greysteel was her name. She was a researcher who wanted to figure out the keys to stopping this everlasting winter, and she thought it could be something to do with the Chewingas, which we have encountered, the little fey spirits. She had a miner's lantern that kind of pointed us towards them and wanted us to help her find them. So we were going to do that. In the nighttime, obviously, Amelia trailed the Zentarum. Zufira confronted the hunter who was involved in Dende's death, intimidated him a little bit, but he didn't seem to be that phased. And she kind of like was going to do something maybe bad, but Dende stopped her. What else happened? There's a lot of notes here. Yeah, so the next I'll go into Zufira's stuff first because it continues on, which Zufira was talking to Cassius, and basically she was letting Dende control her body for a bit because she's essentially like not handling things well and not handling the evil of what's happening in Icewind Dale well, and obviously the lynching of Dende, and just like that's why she wanted to leave. So she's just not handling it well right now. Meanwhile, what was it? Amelia went to send a letter to your parents, looking for money. Quinn was approached by 2 dwarves who wanted to, or 3 dwarves who wanted to pay us to, what was it? Yeah, they were going up to some settlement. There was a lot of side quests. They were
Oh, yeah.
off the shipment. They
Get
were
some
attacked.
ore, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a Yeti
lost
surprised and killed
iron.
a member of their group. The rest of them ran, and they need someone to go back and get the sled for them. And that was up near Kelvin's Cairn, where all the shield dwarves live.
That's right.
Quinn tried to get some fitted splint mail and is currently scrounging up
yeah.
money for it.
Going well.
And after that, we met up with Danica Greysteel and we headed out. And after a few hours in the snow, we were attacked by something that Zufira was able to identify as a Remoraz.
Mm.
One thing that did happen was Amelia bargained for the lamp that this researcher had, that basically finds them. And Cassius basically was like, no, don't worry about that. You give us a lamp and less money. But he also promised to help Amelia pay for something. I can't remember what it was exactly, but
It was
basically
the gem thing to allow
Yeah.
us to read the orc.
Yeah, he
Language.
basically said, "I will give you some of the money towards it," so that because he understood that this half elf at the time didn't have the money, and also the lamp would he perceived the lamp to be more valuable than money at the time. So that's why he was like, "You know what? Don't worry. Let's have the 50 gold or whatever it was and the lamp, and I will then also help to pay Amelia, give money to Amelia to pay for this gem."
Mm.
Yeah, Zufira and her dragon friend were also not particularly interested in taking money because to her, solving the Frostmaiden crisis is kind of like she doesn't need any payment for that. If she can solve
Yeah.
that, then, you know.
Quinn didn't care about money, but now Quinn needs money.
One other
Amelia does
Need
care about money,
100 gold.
believe it or not.
one thing to note.
One of us who comes from a wealthy family is the
Yeah.
one who wants money most. I guess because she doesn't have money now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. She's
Sorry,
used
the
to the finer
customs.
things,
Yeah.
and now she not got it. She want it.
So for just a recap, I don't know if you guys remember. So we technically got 3 side quests I'm aware of. So we got the researcher one, which we're currently doing. We got the one to help those dwarves, and we've also got one to search out Zardoc Sunblight, who was the guy that had the sleds kidnapped, who wanted all the childling.
Technically, there's a big fish above good meat as well.
Oh yeah, and the big.
And then you got the big quest, which is the dudes
speaker of Targos.
The speaker, Targos, that's the
Mm.
one.
Yeah. So we've got quite a few things we can be doing. We're currently helping the researcher, but
We could
as a
also
party-
search for this treasure that the talking fish. There's a lot of little side quests going on.
yeah. So I've just listed the main 3 that I remembered, but you
There
guys
was
have
also
just...
the Loch Ness monster that someone
Yeah,
mentioned.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fish in the lake.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of things we could do.
Are we still
You've,
doing stuff with the cubes?
Yeah.
You've forgotten the
Yes.
very original one that you found a tiny bit out with the animals at the start.
Oh,
The
talking.
reasons,
Oh,
the
the
reasons why
man.
they're
Oh, the
talking,
druid.
basically.
I need
Yeah.
to have a side quest file, I think.
Yeah, I'm writing it down now.
Write these down.
Yeah, we've got the guy's name, haven't we?
Yeah.
We'll be asked around about him more often. Actually. Look, so I asked a couple of times. Everyone was just like, "Oh yeah, he lives in the wilderness." It's like, cool. Any
Yeah.
direction, like
Yeah.
cardinal direction, maybe just something.
So, yeah.
Further north you go.
But,
Um, Cool. So we are right now. Your characters have just been thrown aside, but without the Remoraz getting its surprise attack, because you managed to yell out just in time for you all to become aware. So you need to do your initiative.
Roll for
essentially.
initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So let's just write down some notes.
Well, I swear
we'll
my
go
thing
through
keeps
the combat.
resetting my health every single time. It's kind of annoying. Reset my AC as well.
Nice.
I got a 7.
Probably don't even need to use. Actually, I wouldn't have cast it on me yet. The advantage, so it doesn't matter. I'd stick with
So
the
I got a
18.
7. Superior got an 8. Amelia got a 13. And Twin got an 18.
Hashtag
other
winning.
one, just in case.
We're fully rested,
let's
aren't
just
we?
do a-
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the next day. This is the 7th of June.
Yeah, that's cool. I was just making sure.
Future.
I was looking, it's like all my spells and health are full. I was like, I assume that's meant
Yeah,
to
we
be
rested
like
that.
that. Good. Cool.
Cool. That's
So, like,
everybody on this thing.
This is completely fine if you say no. This is totally up to you, DM.
Mm.
Question is,
No.
do I have a chance to shout something out, or is it kind of like her reaction was pulling everyone away?
It's
So,
what you
like-
shouted out last time.
You did shout something
Um,
last time.
I think you
Yeah,
shouted out
you-
its name.
To be fair, you were quite vague because we were like, "What?" and then it happened. So I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
It's
being like,
just in the
"Rah, rah, rah."
moment. I think it'd be fairer to wait till my turn to shout something out.
Yeah.
Go for the balls!
All right then.
Ball sacks, ball sacks.
We are at the moment, Quinn then.
Yeah.
So this monster bursts out of the ground. It is exactly how the picture is. I think I gave you that art last time.
Yeah.
It just like hisses at you and stuff like that and begins to attack you.
Cool. I guess I might as well use a spell since I'm in first. I use Moonbeam. Did I do it
Moonbeam.
correctly this time?
Sure.
Wee.
Yeah.
This is
So it
where
takes
somebody
down
uses
by its
shove.
turn.
And then pop it on top of it. I'll pop it slightly to the side just so we know. There's not like
Yeah, okay.
completely overlapping it. So do that, concentration up to a minute. So a beam, 40-foot high cylinder. It does the damage though on its beginning of its turn, right?
Beginning of the
Yeah, it
monster
starts
turn.
its turn there or when they first enter it.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
2d10 radiant damage. And it's
Nice.
What does it look
That
like?
is a pretty
Does
good
it do
plan.
it on start when you place it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it
No,
does.
no.
No, it's what we did
The
wrong.
start of their turn.
Yeah, when a creature enters the spell area for the first time or their turn starts there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have to be moving, so it has to be on their turn.
Yeah.
when
So
they
like if
enter
one
it.
of us pushed it out the circle, it wouldn't do any damage. But like if we will whack it or whatever and it gets to its turn, it would
Seems like it has to use its movement to get into it. That's how the damage triggers.
Yeah, except for the first time, I guess, because it's already in it.
Yeah, when it starts its
Yeah,
turn
yeah.
there.
Cool.
Because then it starts its turn there, then it'll move out and won't take damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Anyway,
I
yeah,
gotcha.
that's the end of my turn. I guess I'll just stay here.
Okay. Now the Remoraz's turn, so therefore the damage happens, right?
Yeah, so 2d10 gradient. Oh wait, you need a con save, doesn't it? Yeah, we give it con save for me.
It will do.
Just does.
Con save.
What's
It
me
got
handout on
a.
Oh, not bad damage roll for me.
Did it do it? Oh, you do it afterwards. Yeah, it got 7.
Pause, it fails, so it takes a full 16 damage.
All
Nice.
16.
I forgot you gave us the handout with its like abilities on it, didn't you? So you've taken it away.
There's not much to see, honestly. Anyway,
No,
Yeah,
no.
it'd just be like its total health
like it bites you.
to hit. Yeah.
It's like ice damage sort of thing.
So like I said at the end of the last episode, I'll forget it by the time
I
we
forgot.
fight it.
Yeah.
I've forgotten entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's
So
all my. Oh, that's me damaging it done.
that should. That's Ramirez. So I'm just going to go for. If there's any way to.
Roll a d4.
Yeah, I'll roll a single d4 and we'll see. Going from
Ooh.
top left to right, bottom left to bottom right. So
Fine,
therefore, we got a 1, surprisingly enough.
Zafira,
one.
Zafira.
Yes,
Oh,
against
no.
Vera's the only
Zafira,
one who knows what's about to happen, so it's fair enough that she gets hit.
That's how
Pretty
those
much.
hips don't lie.
Okay, so this thing, you would know at the moment that it hasn't got, it's going to turn on its own body heat soon. They tend to like radiate a vast amount of heat, and this will become apparent rather soon, but not right now, as it's just come out of the snow. So instead, it's going to take its bite attack, which is a 14,
That does not hit, just barely doesn't hit.
barely doesn't hit. And that is it. You also recognize for you alone that this is a small version.
Yeah.
Even though it's large. The token's large, but it's a
It's
small
large.
version.
Mm.
Yeah. It's young. Okay, so that's
Oh,
that.
good. It's only going to end well.
Amelia.
All right. Well, I draw my blades, and
Sharpen them in the middle of the battle.
I mean, it's pretty flanked, so I'll just take a swing.
Yeah.
You get a thing on
What
it.
what's the thing
Yes.
with advantage on flanks, or does it not? Is that's not
No,
a thing?
I was gonna say, you get sneak attack on it.
Yeah, on my first attack. Yeah, if it hits.
Yeah, on the first attack. That hoops. I don't think any of us have got flanking, have we?
Flanking is an optional rule.
You hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That hits. Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
That's
6 piercing.
6 plus sneak. Where's that?
What's his
turn it off.
immunities? Damage.
Where's my sneak?
Wow.
Come on, there we go.
Man, that rain is loud.
Yeah, I can hear it here. Just tipping it down.
Yep.
Reach
Certainly
me.
is. Certainly is.
I just saw the
Why is-
clouds
oh.
outside. It'll reach me soon.
Yeah.
Mate, it is heavy.
Ooh,
Oh, there we go.
4.
glad I'm not walking back.
3 and a 1. Yeah, 4.
10.
Still doing damage.
And then
to
I'll
it,
take
chopping
my
away.
other attack as a short sword.
$15 hits again.
I don't have proficiency with this offhand, do I? So it's 13, I think.
Right, if it's 13, that
No,
does not
it's the
hit.
damage roll that you don't add. your
Ah,
stat to.
so still a
So
hit.
you're still
Okay,
getting 15, and then yeah, you damage.
right. So
I made a
attack.
different button for my offhand attacks because it's just simpler to use that
Yeah, makes sense.
rather than
another
doing the math
weapon.
every time.
We got a 3 or 7
No,
and
it's
3.
just a
Or-
7.
It's just a 7, is it? Okay.
It's
Oh, hang on.
just
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa.
3 because the
It's
7
just
you
the
added
3.
sneak
Yeah,
attack.
sorry. Right, okay. I'm going to get rid of sneak attack.
All right.
Yeah, just the 3.
Sure. You're taking dents in it,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
little scales chipping off.
It's a millipede, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just going to stay where I am, to be honest.
It is like a weird sort of millipede thing. I think its face is most terrifying, if anything. And as you keep on fighting it, you can see those back scales will start to glow red.
This Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Okay. The woman is going to considerably back off and hide behind rocks.
Makes sense.
Wait, come back. We need you as cannon fodder.
She's just going to hide behind the rocks and watch. Okay,
Steal
Zafira.
lantern.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess this is still like very much in the moment as it's burst out, and
Yeah.
it's just lunged for Zufira, but she's still kind of got like the blue glow in her eyes, of being possessed by Dende. But she will essentially like fall backwards as Dende like jumps out of her. So that'll be my action to summon Dende. I believe it's my
Okay.
action. Let me just check real quick. Wikidot has been hit by hackers. Oops. Okay. So I don't get to. Yeah. Okay. So action to summon Dende. Let's put him down there. Okay. And I believe.
Do you need me on turn track, or are you just controlling control him on your turn anyway?
I think I'm trying because I can't actually reference the abilities right now.
Yeah.
Let me just
Cannot carry this.
because Wikidot is down, and that's what I usually use when I'm at the computer. But I think he can take an attack as a bonus action. So I'm just gonna have him do
Swing it.
that.
You're monster man.
Or I
Wow.
guess I could cast a spell. Let's see. Next time you hit.
Stood there like, come on, Zafira, fight back.
Yeah, I'll just have.
Do
I'll
you
just
not
have
know what I
Dende
can do?
bite as she's kind of falling back, and you know she's no longer possessed by Dendo, so she's just kind of like finding herself and like catching herself for a moment as Dende takes a bite. So 23, I believe that.
Yeah,
does
definitely
hit.
hits.
Let's do damage. Oh, I don't have a button to do the damage. Weird. Normally it does it underneath. Oh, there it is. I press the attack. 8 piercing. But the ice, I'm assuming, does not do anything.
You are correct. It seems to have little effect with ice.
So he bites onto it. And it's like, oh, bloody Remorathus. And
Use
Zufira will
radiant. Use radiant damage.
catch herself in this moment and yell out, "Don't use fire or ice, and be careful. It's about to get very hot." And that's all
Okay.
my turn.
Okay. Cassius.
In fact, she will actually run away and take the opportunity attack. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'll move away. You can roll
Single
military
opportunity
defense
attack
for-
coming your way with a 16.
Yep, hits.
Hits. We have 21 damage and 5. No, it's not hot yet. 21 piercing damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, these things bite.
Oh,
Guys,
Okay. I'm gonna move away a bit further than that now. So 1, 2.
Catches the back of your leg.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move about there.
All right.
okay. So Cassius, having seen this thing essentially take a massive chunk out of Zafira, is like probably got it back up a little bit. So I am gonna disengage.
how
Disengage. So that I
Okay.
have better range of doing things. And I'm just gonna come disengage and come over here. I'll go there. I don't think there's something I can do as a bonus action. Let me have a look. I guess because I'm not holding my whip, I will summon it via weapon bond, which is a bonus action. So, like, I kind of like avoid getting attacked. I step back and then I like stick my hand up in the air, and the whip like kind of materializes in my hand, like ready to like strike the next turn. So that's my turn over.
All right. Cool. Here's the light on my eyes. Ugh. Let's see. Cool. Quinn.
Oh. Hmm. What do I do? It probably. I didn't think I'd do any fire damage anyway. Pretty much everything I do is radiant. Do I try and keep aggro or not?
Fertilize it.
I have been like Shield of Faith would have been a better idea. Just increase my AC. Yeah, I might just hit it.
Sure.
Try and
Give it a wallop.
keep aggro on me. Where's me attack? Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. That one? No, it's that one. Ah, terrible. I didn't do much.
Yeah, it misses. So it hits the armor because it's so big, but it just clangs
11.
off.
Yeah. Do I move? Everyone else is moving away. Do I take a step? Nah, let's get hit anyway. I'll end my turn.
All right, it's done. At this point, it does start to heat up. So anybody who is fighting it on their turn, a creature that touches the Remoras or hits it with a melee attack while within 5 feet of it will take fire damage. Okay,
All right, cool.
so I'll do that all on your turns. So yeah, I'm just going to roll another dice to see 1, 2, 1, 2 the dragon, 3, 4 top right, and 5, 6 bottom left. 5, 6 bottom left. It hits you, so it's going to attack you.
Yeah.
Amelia.
Uh,
You can't remember. Amelia.
Still safe.
Amelia, yeah. Okay, so yeah, point. 17.
17 hits.
Cool. It does 22 piercing damage and 4 fire damage.
Wow, I'm on 1 hit point.
Yeesh.
What the? I was not expecting that
Yeah.
to like be devastating.
Wondering how
Bear
much
in mind,
health
you
you
guys
had.
took off like half of its health in the first turn, so.
Oh wait, I forgot to do the moonbeam damage.
Oh yes, do that as well. It
It's
is
still
looking
its
injured.
turn. Yeah, it's still its turn.
Yeah.
Can you do a con save for me again?
Constitution save. We have
No, that's good.
19.
19 passes, I'm pretty sure.
So
Yeah,
that's at half.
13, so yeah. Half of 15, so 7?
Yeah.
You round down,
Sure.
don't you? Yeah,
Yeah.
7 damage. Okay,
cool.
come on. -7. Yeah, it's looking hurt. That's for sure.
It's like fire then, radiant damage.
Yeah, that's his turn.
Cool.
So, Amelia, to you with a d6 fire damage.
Oh, doesn't matter. I'm already down. Whatever you roll. I've only got 1 hit
Yeah,
point
yeah,
left.
good point. So
Jesus.
I actually rolled a 1 as well. So
It's enough to
yes,
take me out.
the radiant damage.
I
will take
just
you out.
dropped to the floor
Ooh.
on probably engulfed in flames, I'd imagine.
It's like a furnace heat. It's like
Yeah.
dry furnace kind of heat. You don't like catch on fire or anything. I think it's just like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
purely
like
the
being near a furnace or something, I
Yeah.
guess. You
it's
just
like intense heat stroke.
Well, yet. Actually, just roll. How much damage did you do on the bite? Do you say 22 plus 4?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 22 plus 4.
My math is right.
This is a baby one.
Night,
Well,
night, sweet.
still gonna hit.
Prince.
still gonna team kill.
She's carrying there. All right. Saphira.
Now I have decisions to make. Shit. So did you try to run away and it attacked you then? Or
No.
is it just the one hit that took you? Oh, damn. Shit. Do I
I could have
attack
walked
it
away.
or
I just forgot.
Oh shit.
I mean Quinn's there and Quinn is the cleric, so I feel like I'd probably be best off.
Not that spell.
I'd probably be best off leaving the healing to Quinn. So
I am still full HP at the moment. I haven't been hit yet.
I'm going to use what I was going to do, which is I'm going to fire an arrow at it first. I only
Not
get
fire.
one. Yeah.
Eh.
Wait, Sufira. No, 22 hits, I believe.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I'll do the damage for that first. That's 7 damage.
7.
And then
Okay.
as my bonus action, wait, did I do this in the wrong order? I kind of did this in the wrong order, but for my bonus action as ensnaring strike, I want to the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends. And can I just do that? Because that was the plan.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we've
Um,
changed the order of it.
I
Yeah.
thought you did it as you hit with it, because it says the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before this spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears. So I'm just going to post it. But in this case, basically just make a strength saving throw for the creature.
Yep.
Not vines.
Oh man.
We
Why
got
would
an
you just do this
8.
from the beginning? Just
8, that fails.
passive
Okay.
damage it away.
So you see, instead of vines as such, you see more like icy tendrils, like the snow shoots out into these spikes that then like wrap around the creature. And you see Zufira like
Ooh.
kind of holding a hand up. And so it is now restrained by icy tendrils that don't do any cold damage or anything. It's just a bit of flavor.
That's fine.
And so
Nice.
it is restrained. Oh wait, a large or larger creature has advantage on the saving throw. Didn't see that, so
Oh,
another roll.
that is a large monstrosity. So,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Just
17.
another dice.
17, damn it. I was gonna say it does actually take damage on each of its turns, but not anymore. It manages to, I guess, shake free. Okay,
Still under the moonbeam.
that's my turn. Yeah.
All right.
Let's try and moonbeam this to death. Or if you got a whip, you could just stay one square away from it.
Yeah, I was gonna blast it with Witch Bolt, I think. There's more damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Which ball never
Here's a
worked
good
for me.
spell.
30
That's
feet, yeah.
true.
So after seeing all this stuff happen, Cassius just like raises a hand, like turns it around, eyes go the gold green color, blue lightning shoots out of his hand, and let's see if he manages to hit. It says something in Elvish, something about lightning or die beast or something. Something anything you want really.
Lightning.
All right, Witch Bolt. Damn it, got a 10.
Flies over. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Even
lightning.
with +4,
Slivers
unfortunately not
between
this
it.
time. It like flies over and hits the tree behind it over there. Splinters fly.
Cassius,
Okay.
like damn it.
Still continues not being a spell that's useful in our
I
campaign.
landed it. I landed on the ogre dude and fucking murdered him. So we know it can be. Oh, end this run of bad luck with this spell. Yeah, and I'll say where I am. So that'll be my turn over with.
Alright. That's you there. Okay, then Quinn. First of all, radiant damage on you with a d6 from the Remoraz. Take 5
Radiant?
points of fire damage, I mean.
Oh,
I
sorry.
say radiant, but it's fire damage.
So I take 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
You say somebody's radiant.
Well, my health's not there anymore.
It's because I'm thinking of microwaves, like or furnaces.
Microwaves don't
I mean,
radiate.
the heat is like
Oh.
coming off of it.
It radiates heat. Lots of
Radiates
things
heat.
radiate heat.
Yeah, like that.
Things,
That's true.
according to the stat block at least, they don't take damage passively. It's only when something hits it with a melee attack that they take that damage.
So did I
Oh,
get that wrong?
I have no
Yeah, I
idea.
thought it's if you hit it.
A creature that touches the Remoraz or hits it with a melee. Oh, yeah, I am right actually. So take back that damage.
Cool. I would take back damage. I guess Amelia doesn't get hit on the ground either. Do
Yeah.
like a death save.
Oh, true. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it is when you hit new monster. It is when you hit it
It's okay.
or
Ah,
grapple it, touch it.
Probably
or
would
the
have
rest
gone
of
down though, but it's fine.
Hmm. Yeah.
You probably could have used the extra snooze.
Yeah. I felt like I wouldn't have been able to do much to it anyway, so probably for the best.
Is it
Looks better this
high
way.
damage? Cool.
Line here looking good.
Yeah.
Look at
Otherwise, it'd just be me
So-
running off in the distance saying later.
Yeah, you could range this thing to death then.
That's my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we Quinn.
Do I have? I would do this every time. Do I actually have any bonus actions? I don't have a lot, but which I think I have is like an action.
Wait, don't you have didn't I hear you
Wait.
had the
I
what do we call it? Like the hammer thing. Can't remember what it's
Spiritual
called.
weapon.
Spiritual weapon, that's the one.
Oh yeah, I can bonus
Your
action with
Twilight
spiritual
Shield,
weapon.
An action or a bonus action.
That's a good question. Relic Sanctuary. Just use one of my challenge ability points. That would be a good idea. Then I can. There's only temporary hit points though, so Amelia will still be down. Or I could
Killing-
try and get Amelia up by using like Sacred Word or something. That's probably a good idea.
How
Or Sacred Word. I think it's a different game. Yeah, maybe I just do Prayer of Healing because I can target up to 6 of us then.
Prayer of Healing is a 10-minute cast. Everyone
Oh,
makes
wait.
that mistake.
Yep, not that one. So what I'm thinking
Word of healing, I think, is the
Healing word.
that's the one.
Or cure wounds. I mean,
Look
I've
at us
got
go.
full
We're
wounds,
smashing
so
it
I
tonight.
kind of assumed that Quinn would.
No, you need
Cure Wounds, you got to touch them, haven't
you
you?
need to use cause
do.
wound on her.
Yeah. Cure wounds is a touch spell.
But you got movement. You're going to take an opportunity attack from like circling it.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, why don't I just do that? I just go around and it's stay in this like
Yeah,
threat
you can move around
radius.
with it.
Go over to Amelia. And then use some Cure Wounds on Amelia.
Hey,
So,
you get instantly taken back down again.
No, wait, that was cause wounds.
yeah, it's a problem where your turn is after the creatures.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
There is
hopefully,
The two of us.
I'll just play dead. It's fine. I won't get up.
cast it at level 2, see what happens.
Ooh,
Oh, that's not
lovely.
terrible. 12.
I'll take 12.
Still not enough to survive a hit, though, but let's see what happens.
I'm playing dead at this point.
Yeah. Just in case you get hit again, you instantly fail a death save. It's just easier to keep you a bit alive.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I stay where I am.
Okay.
To be fair, I think if
This
someone
time-
wants to
now.
hit you whilst you're
Just in case
incapacitated,
it.
I think you
wait.
take 2 death saves
I
or lose
think
2.
I know
Yeah,
moves
yeah.
automatically hit you when you're
That's
incapacitated.
familiar.
It's a
Right,
dumb fucking
so
rule.
just I remember to do it now. So I do the moonbeam now. The damage. So can you do the con save?
I need Constitution.
Oh, 8. That's terrible.
I
Below
got
average.
14.
14 passes. So it's only 4 damage this time.
4
Damn it.
damage. Oh, it's all damage. Minus 4.
Yeah, you got
Four.
16, 15, 8.
My God, it's looking unhealthy.
Should have laid off that snow.
What's it gonna do? What is it gonna do?
Gonna get his parents.
When it comes for you.
Okay, it's gonna do this. For those of you in range, make a opportunity attack as it starts to burrow.
Oh.
Amelia's
Okay.
still
Wait, do I
technically
want to make a range
incapacitated.
attack on it? It's gonna hurt me.
Oh yeah, good point. Like, do you want
Uh,
to take that opportunity attack or not?
You know what, I
Amelia's
think
not.
Quinn's
She's still on the
fine.
ground as well, so she's
Quinn's
just
still
like
full health, so Quinn's gonna go for it.
That's a 9.
9. That misses.
9.
Rolls in the tonight.
Oh, 7? Jesus Christ.
You do not have luck with that weapon.
Well, +4 on there. There's still
Also
miss.
misses.
Oh well. It's probably a good thing I didn't hurt myself.
It's alright. So what happens is there is a rumbling as it moves under. I need to go to the right layer. As it moves underneath the ground, and then all of a sudden you can hear it coming towards you. This is where we.
Who's
Yeah,
you?
Severa's up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Coming towards you. Can you make a dex save, please?
Shit. Okay, I'm good at this. 24.
Nice, you're
Very
very
good
good
at
at
this.
this.
4. Okay. You managed to move out the way just in time. Essentially, it's like getting knocked backwards, but without the damage. So you basically go here as it bursts out of the ground here.
Okay.
And that is its turn.
What a weird thing to do.
It's a tunneling creature, so
Makes sense.
I thought it was going to run away.
Got an intelligence of 4.
Oh, probably not then.
it's looking a bit crummy. You've done damage, it's bleeding and all the rest of it.
No, it's pissing out of it.
Yeah. Amelia.
Mhm. I'm going to get up. It's a half your movement to get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far is this thing away from me?
Rain's arrived.
Yay!
It's
Yeah.
still
That's how
going.
Means
fast
it's
the
go-
wind is.
Yeah.
Where's the?
I'd say hope it goes from here.
How'd you do the old draw line thing?
On the left-hand side, you want to get on the paintbrush, and you want to go for freehand. What do you mean, like the ruler?
Yeah, the
Which is
ruler.
Snap to center, so that's the one you want.
Ah, there we go. 15 feet. Oh, I'm doing the stupid thing then. I don't know this thing does damage to me when I attack it.
Get
Yeah, I'm going
instantly
to swing
downed
it from
again.
behind. Yeah, I know. This is exactly what's going to happen. I'll take a
I love it.
swing.
Yeah.
Like, damn thing.
I mean, Zufira did yell something about "Don't touch it. It's hot."
Careful, it's
Up
hot.
to you if she remembers that. She did just
Yeah.
get knocked
I just
out.
got knocked out. 24.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
24,
snooze.
okay. Yeah, you
8
hit.
like
plus
that.
2d6. I'm going to do me sneak attack.
Yeah, because you can see the snow melting quite rapidly around it.
As
and all
she's
that sort of
doing
stuff.
this, Zufira's like, "Amelia, no!"
Wow. A 2 and a 1 on sneak attack.
Yeah.
Lovely. 11.
11. Yeah, okay.
Still alive.
Yeah, you still take a decent amount of damage off of it, but
How
as your sword
much
touches, how much
That doggy in the window.
do I take?
you take 2 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
You're like,
Ow. What the hell? I'll take another swing.
fingers.
All right.
24.
Nice.
Yeah, hits again for doing
Cool.
decent amounts to it. It's looking day wounded now.
And how much do I take back?
4 points.
Careful when hitting this thing. And then I'm going to use my bonus action, cunning action to disengage. Oh, I can't. I got no movement. Shit, didn't think of that. Never mind.
Just join you up.
I kind of want to kill this thing with my boomerang, but I think I've got a feeling Zufira's
Yeah.
gonna this thing
I
up.
didn't think of that. Oh, that's it. That's all I can do.
Yeah,
I can dash,
see,
but I can't. I'll take an opportunity. So
You
yeah,
can't. Can you dash?
as a bonus action, I can as a rogue. But that means I'll take an attack of opportunity. So
Yeah, that went well. That could go well, couldn't it?
yeah,
Saphira.
I think not.
Okay.
Saphira, it just tried to come after you, and there's like a little hole where it is now.
A little hole.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think
yeah.
it's little.
Zufira is like looking at Amelia attacking it and taking the burns, and it's just like, "Jeez, I better kill this thing fast," and just shoots the longbow. 27.
Yep.
Yeah,
hit.
11 points
11
of damage.
That's good.
11.
Almost point
Is
blank.
it dead?
Oh yeah, though it does have an arrow sticking out of its neck now.
Come on.
Blood
Dende.
pouring out of it.
And Dende runs up from behind and bites.
Feels
Sure
like
you
it's
get
very
burned.
injured.
It's
Hey,
coming first.
200 hit
very
points
good.
later. It's still very injured.
It's
Dende,
dying.
Misses.
Dende bites the tail, but it's like a hard carapace part, and it's just being like flicked around in the air, trying like a dog hanging onto a treat.
In that case,
Nice.
Doesn't your Dende
Oh
do
yeah,
a
he does
thing, or
take
does
damage.
it?
He does take damage.
a creature that touches the Remraz or hits it with a melee attack. It depends if you want to narratively describe the dragon
Yes.
holding on to it because they'll do damage as well.
Yes, if you don't have a
Yeah,
weapon.
I mean, I did say that. I did say that.
You
for
did say that.
humor,
Take
but it's
5
fine.
points.
5 points.
His
Yeah.
mouth's on fire.
Like burning.
Don't worry. He's got HP. He's fine.
HP for days.
Yep.
Mm.
That's
Is
Cass.
that's everything? Okay, Cassius.
You know, it's probably the dumbest thing 'cause it does the least amount of damage, but I kind of want to hit with it, so I'm gonna run up over here. And he's gonna get the boomerang out to drop the whip on the floor. He's gonna pull out the boomerang. You know,
Yep.
do that thing where it's like the camera zooms on it. It's like this is what I'm using kind of shot. I'm gonna do like a spin and launch the boomerang and hope that I hit this fucker with it. 20.
Oh, you do.
1 damage.
Yay!
Hey.
Like flies, boomerang just flies and twats it across the face. Just
Damage.
dunk, and just like you see
Does
the
it burn the boomerang?
Oh wow!
Set fire to it.
Let's see, I should probably put where the boomerang will land because it's gonna hit it in
Roll
my face.
D6 and see how like high up this is. It singes it, but
Okay.
not burns it. Burns
I
it.
put a little circle on the map. That's probably where the boomerang will land from the angle.
Okay.
So, across the face, boof, straight off his nose.
That's where the previous circle was.
Yeah, and
okay.
that's my turn. Over.
Oh, Quinn.
I probably could have done something way more effective, but you know.
So as a bonus action, I'm going to move the moonbeam back on top of it. So that will happen in its next turn. Can I make it that far? Oh, it's 20 feet. Nice, I can make it. I mean, got
5,
20
10,
feet
15, 20,
movement.
yeah.
Okay, there.
Good thing I
I'm
didn't
gonna-
move too far.
Gonna try and hit it again. With my
All right.
Going
You
well.
go for it. What are we gonna get?
Ah.
A 6. No.
Rolling like
2
shit.
and a 1.
I'm not sure you're cut out to use this thing.
Well, he's not getting hurt. I'm still in full health.
Missing it. It's like, God damn it!
Yeah.
Well, at least the moon. Saying that though, the moonbeam's done a lot of
The
damage to it.
moonbeam's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess end turn.
You should
End
just be a
turn.
spellcaster.
All
Do a
right, I'll roll.
moonbeam.
Yeah, do the con save.
Yeah.
Oh, better. 12.
Con is a 4.
Cool. So it takes 12 damage.
12 damage. Oh my god.
Got 1 HP left, doesn't it?
Yeah.
-1. Killed it.
Oh,
Hey!
Yeah.
What does
burns.
that look like then? Give us
I
a
guess it just like burns away in like radiant light.
yeah.
The kind of like spring light.
It like
where magic
screeches and
looks
falls
like.
to the ground.
ting!
Yeah.
Does that thing where spiders curl up like that? This thing like curls up a bit.
Oh, it's flower breath.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you
Oh,
killed your
yeah.
first Ramirez. There you go.
And then 3 more appear. There's the adults.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it may be hot, but my magic is hotter.
Oh god. I'm gonna go and pick up my boomerang. So I'm gonna go.
Did you, what's this? Did you make a little one?
I don't know what happened there.
Dropped a smaller boomerang.
It's like a Russian doll of boomerangs. They get smaller and smaller.
Right, I'll turn off my moonbeam now in case someone walk. I had a feeling you walked through the moonbeam then.
Probably. But I'm like an elf. I'm like basking in it. I'm like, oh, get him.
I'll
This is
turn it
right now.
off before you do the con save.
Pick up the boomerang. Pick up the whip. Put the back.
Con save, more like intelligence save.
Oh, wisdom.
Wisdom.
Zuvira just
Yeah.
sits down on the stone and
Was-
immediately starts bandaging her leg, which is all like burned and like there's like hot blood pouring out of her leg from where the thing bit her.
Yeah, I guess
I-
Quinn just looks around, like heals.
I need a moment. I need a breather. What kind of demonic creature is that?
I have
Ramirez.
no idea. No idea.
Believe it or not, this is a small Ramirez. Must be a baby.
Cassius looks over. And
Oh
like,
yeah,
small?
that makes sense.
But it's large.
Did Dende burn his face while attacking this thing?
A little bit. He's like, like a
Yeah,
dog
I probably like.
fighting.
if he's like running around, unless he's sticking his face in the snow or something, I might just get like a cloth or something and try and like dampen his face to try and help. It's just like
Yeah,
trying to
he's not like bleeding or anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to bleed.
yeah. I'll probably just check on him because obviously if you're sat down
Quinn.
sorting your leg out,
It's
I'll
almost
be
like a vapor coming from his mouth
Yeah.
where he's injured. It's like
I guess
spiritual.
bend down. have a
Quinn
look.
goes heals. Who needs heals?
Yep.
You say no.
Alright.
I've got more
Uh,
power
Really
left.
badly need
okay.
heals.
Alright. I do a level 2 again. Cure wounds. On Amelia?
You could do the
No.
prayer of healing now because we've got 10 minutes.
Oh, I just healed her already.
All the time you want. It is
Perfect.
now
16.
quiet in the forest.
16. Nice.
That's all my level 2 spells. So I can do the prayer healing now.
What?
Whoops. Anyway, you've had some. Come over.
If I could heal, I would heal.
Give
What
you a
time
heal.
is it? It's still pretty early in the day, so I'm like not using my stuff.
It was. I think it was 12 when you met her.
Give you heal.
Yeah.
And
Don't
7
you-
for Sophia. And
Oh,
that'll do
thank
for now.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, about 12 when you met Greysteel, and then you set off a couple of hours. Like this happens, and then you're like another hour's walk probably from the town. I think.
Yeah, so we're still on our way out, aren't we? We haven't talked to the spirity things yet. or
No, we're on our
anything.
way to find the twingers. Chewingers.
Yeah, I'll take you back to the map in a second. And
Which way do we go?
We're
north.
following the lantern light, aren't we?
Yeah, it points.
So
it
wherever that
points,
direction is, I guess.
The wolves are on
That's
the top of
fine.
the map.
Points this way, like northeast.
We want to stop and rest before we continue.
Yes. Probably not a bad shout.
Like a quick short
I'm
rest.
fine, but this would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm still at full health.
Yeah, because that was like half my health that it took off. I might as well just
Yeah,
blast
I'm up for a
it.
rest.
Very sharp teeth.
I
Okay.
can.
I've got 40 health, so 21 was like a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
You say we're taking a short rest then?
Yeah.
I will use
In
my
a
hit
short rest time, you
die.
can see that the woman is like looking at the Remoras and just like it's probably the first time you gauge that she's ever seen one.
Like, don't touch it.
It's like bloody dangerous out here.
Hmm.
The wilds are full of many
Maybe.
dangers. This is just merely one.
Mhm.
Icewind
Yeah.
Dale can be a bit of a bitch, unfortunately.
A bitter bitch.
A bit.
Me back to full.
You undersell this place.
Once it's cooled down a bit, Zufira might look at taking like some trophies, some of the rarer parts of the Remoras.
Yeah,
make
let's
something up.
see.
Probably like the eyeballs and
Oh,
spikes. Those are the bits you can sell to hedge wizards and things.
Yeah, eyeballs,
Really?
teeth.
Yeah.
Probably the top spikes there.
Yeah. Want me to
That's
roll
quite-
anything or?
grim.
That's all right. I think with the hour and with the as the hour goes past and the amount of like blades and stuff you guys have, you could probably, chop off a few bits.
I'll just write down like Remoraz goodies, eyeballs.
To me, you
Eyeballs,
just keep saying
spikes.
Remoraid to the Pokemon, so I'm like, oh, it's a Pokemon. Yeah, cool.
Might as well be. It looks kind of like a Pokemon, but one of the bad
Well,
ones.
adult.
Hmm.
One of the terrifying ones, yeah.
Yeah, like a Gyarados.
That's not terrifying.
If I take you
Even
back
the red
to
one.
the world map.
Yeah.
Um,
We're looking for them Chewingers.
yeah, just dragging you over. It's a lot of scrolling. There we go. So you were pretty much where the N is on Bryn Shander, for instance. And then we're going, yeah, you're doing this, and then you will just hook up with the main road.
Yeah.
And then go up.
Cool.
So, time passes, you gather up your stuff, you hack off whatever bits you want from the Remoras, and then you start making your way up north. You'll hit you'll basically hit the main road, and you can see that there's the lake on the left-hand side.
That's where the people were about the Loch Ness monster, weren't they, or whatever it was?
Yeah, the Loch Ness monster thing is like in this lake somewhere. So yeah, you travel on, and then eventually you start to see buildings up in the distance, and I will take you over to the map of that
Well, we're going to Tourmaline, are we?
Tourmaline. Yeah.
Marmalade.
So this is what the map looks like.
The map's
Get rid
nice
of
to
these
see.
things. Young rat. I don't need that. I need this. Want that.
Lots of shipyards.
Yeah,
Or-
lots of
or one big
shipyards.
harbour, I guess.
Let's be real. That water is going to be ice. You could walk on that.
Yeah, it is pretty much ice. You know.
Learn to ice skate.
I won't go into descriptions and stuff like that because we're not
Blue
quite
clam.
exploring the town or anything like that. But these are like the general sort of things. I don't know why this stuff isn't highlighted on the maps, but you know, there you go. So that's
East side.
east side. Yeah, that's like all of those. Even the north goes up that way.
North side.
North side.
General.
There you go. So yeah, you come along the main path, the one that goes to Targos, and the lantern starts taking you to the right, and you basically start walking over like this. Do you all see the arrow?
No.
Oh, you're not on there, are you?
No. I assume you're on the wrong layer. We're on this map. I'm pinging now at the moment, but I assume you mean this direction.
All right. It's probably because I need to put your tokens on there for you to see.
Okay.
You sure?
Is
No,
that
we can
right?
see the map. We just can't see where you're clicking.
Yeah.
All right. How
This
about
way.
now?
Yeah, I see it.
If I use
I
the
see it now.
arrow, how about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, cool. I've gone to the right layer then, in other words. Yeah, so you basically start making your way along like this, and you come up to these two sets of buildings here. And what happens is there is a let me get to the right bit. Here we are. So the lantern starts glowing brighter and brighter as you walk along these houses on the edge of town. And then you can hear somebody just sort of like really annoyed and like yelling out to like high heavens and stomping out of her snow-covered cottage. This person is she is a human, and she's got all of her cold weather gear on and stuff like that. Pretty much everybody always has cold weather gear on, unless stated otherwise. And she comes stomping out of the cottage, and then she goes around to the back of her window. There's like a back window on the back wall to look at it. Just like cursing underneath her breath, and you can all see her doing this now. What do you do?
Watch and see what happens.
Zafir is like holding the lantern, just like looking at the rest of the group.
Yeah, and the lantern is kind of like pointing towards the house she just came out of, right?
Yes, it's pointing as if pointing at her at the moment.
Oh, at her.
You're not sure if it's pointing at her or pointing beyond her, but the light is facing towards her.
Okay. I'm probably just gonna follow whoever's got the lantern, which is Vera.
I guess I say to everyone, I have a way of breaking shapeshifter's appearance, but I'd have to moonbeam her.
Are we
So
sure
I'd have to
it's
hurt
her?
But I can break
Wait,
illusions.
You think that Chewinga is her?
Possible. They might be able to shapeshift.
Then maybe we should just ask.
Perhaps if we think it's a Chewinga, I could send Dende, but if it's not, if it's a person, that could be
I can
bad.
see invisibility and things on the ethereal plane, but I can't really do much if it's just a spirit here. Maybe just ask her. Might be the easiest way.
Have
Yeah.
your idea of like ion cannon ever think that's a threat?
Then they will like slink around at the back
Hey,
of the
it
group,
works.
I don't know.
try and hide behind Zufira's feet, I guess.
Yeah, okay. You
Yeah.
want to start or so you
Weird
approach?
thing. Yeah, I approach.
Zufira's kind of hanging
Yeah.
back.
Quinn spells
Doesn't
are
really
more of
do
a
social stuff.
sledgehammer than like a scalpel.
Yeah.
It's like I don't really have a scalpel, I have a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
It's like,
That suits Quinn.
yeah. I
Okay.
guess I go to talk to her if no one else
Yeah,
says
yeah.
anything.
Yeah, you can see her like trying to figure out what's wrong with her window,
Yeah.
essentially.
Just to
It's a
say,
window.
What is wrong with the
hello.
window?
Should have been on Mac.
Yeah. Say greetings, lady. What's happened? We heard raised voices.
She looks over at you rather cross and goes, it's these spirits. They keep on, something keeps on tampering with my home and keeps on
Right.
opening the windows and letting in all the cold air.
Say,
Amelia tries not to
Ah.
laugh at this.
Cassius is definitely laughing.
say, that's perfect. We're looking for some spirits. We have a way of capturing them if you know where they come from, I guess. I'm trying to think what to say.
Where they are in that area.
Yeah. Where
I
they
don't-
live.
Yeah. She goes, she shakes her head and is like, I don't know. They must live around here somewhere if they keep doing this. My cups keep on going missing, and I've a few knives and forks do as well.
Fork's sake.
Zufira's gonna kind of try and just while they're talking, step past with a lantern and see if it's now pointing somewhere else.
The lantern is pointing. It was pointing at her, and now it's pointing beyond her. But it's like towards bushes and trees over in the distance. If I go back to the map a minute, like if you're here, it's pointing like this way, like that little tree
Yeah.
line there,
Hmm.
for instance.
Okay.
I didn't think Chewingas were. Well, I guess our experience has been very minimal. I didn't think they would be like this kind of like
True.
assholey. But
It's like mischief in there. It's like
Yeah.
the whole Fae kind of thing.
Mm.
stealing their clothes at night.
Yeah, she goes, well, what are you all going to do about it?
I knock her out.
She like puts her hands on her hips and like questions you.
I say, we're going to find them and talk to them. After that, I'm not really sure. But we're on an important quest.
Right. Well, tell them to stop opening my windows, and that'll have to
Okay.
do. If they come back, there'll be hell to play.
I say, you have my word that I will tell them to stop breaking your windows. And
She
they
like
break it.
pushes her window shut with a bit of force this time, and then like huffs and starts trudging around to the back of her to the front of her house.
Does anyone have
Dende is sneaking
thaumaturgy?
past
Does anyone
with
have
Zufira and
thaumaturgy?
kind of fails at sneaking.
Oh, Dende. She doesn't really care at this point. She's more like angry than
What about the
anything.
Okay.
window?
Just a Drake, no big deal.
I'm very tempted to just open the window.
I was going to say, does anyone have thaumaturgy? Because that would be perfect.
I
I
do.
do.
Spell is that?
I do. But I don't...
Thaumaturgy opens up
You can make
stuff.
minor miracles, like
Oh.
open. As long as it's not locked, you can open like doors and windows. That's what I was doing to make the flames change color on the bar.
Ah,
Yeah, it's a really useful spell. One of the best cantrips.
never fucking heard of it.
Yeah. Well, just there you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. I can read it now.
Like prestidigitation.
Oh, the one that cleans.
You can make someone fart.
The one that
or make
cleans.
the sound of them fart, and you can make it come from there. So I could like point towards Cassius and like. It's like
Trust me, you
Cassius.
don't need to point. I can fart on cue. It's all good.
Yeah, I
Brilliant.
wouldn't. Quinn wouldn't even think about
Yeah.
opening the window again just to annoy this woman.
Yeah, it's Zufira like while
Bit
they're all
petty.
laughing at While Cassius and Amelia were laughing at opening the windows, Zufira was like, "That's pretty bad. Like in this cold to be opening the windows, like you could kill that old woman."
I know.
Well,
but-
in good mead we like sacrifice heat, so like I know how cold it gets up here. So like I don't.
It's a moment of
Yeah,
weakness. My bad.
the newcomers, and they think they're funny with their jokes. They don't know how cold it gets.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna. Cassius isn't gonna try and hide the fact that he found
Okay.
that funny.
So what do you want to do outside of this window?
I guess we're just gonna move on and carry on following the lantern. I guess unless anyone's got a strong urge to do anything else.
You can do. It's up to you if you want to look around a bit or follow the lantern.
I'm not the tracker, so I'm just following the lantern.
Yeah,
I
Zufira's
think
just moving
Sophia's
on.
got the lantern anyway, haven't you?
I mean,
Maybe-
she looks at the rest to see if there's anything else, and then she's like, "Onward this way."
In terms of investigation stuff, but if you move on, that's cool.
I take a look at the
so-
window and I look back at the party and I follow the party.
Yeah, as long as I know the lantern's leading us in the right direction, so I overcomplicate it. Follow the
Okay.
lantern. That's what Quinn's rationale is.
All right. So yeah, you keep on following the lantern, and what's everyone's perception?
Oh, no.
Passive
Passive.
Passive perception. Yeah.
Massive.
14.
Oh, sweet.
Wow.
10.
13.
12.
So both the 14 and the 13 get this.
Ooh.
Why is my thing broken?
You can start to hear little sounds of movement coming up ahead in the conifers in front of you.
You do like the fist up, like
You know, like hold. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. You can hear like little sounds coming from like there's little rustlings behind the conifers. There's a grouping of conifers essentially.
Well, I guess it means if you hear that, I'd probably say quietly, like whisper, like, "Do you hear that? Do you hear that, Sophia?"
Yes. Maybe try again, Dende. You seemed to do well last time. Very well. Hail there, spirits. I'm a fellow spirit of the Dale. We've come to have a chat. And Zafira looks back. Is Danica there, kind of still hanging around with us?
Yeah, she's right behind you. She's looking very intrigued and very pleased that like you may have actually just found them.
Oh, God, she's a chewinga herself, isn't she?
I don't know if you
Trench
had
coat, just like
any particular questions you wish to ask them, Danica.
So you can't see them just yet. It's just rustling in the bushes as it were in the trees. They like that. And she goes, just let me pull out a few questions I've had for them. And she pulls out a notepad and goes, please at least come out so we can see what you look like.
I don't trust
And
her.
at that point she says that there is a very small pine cone that gets thrown out of the tree. Like at the bottom of the trees, like the
fire
lowest
in the face.
branches
Yeah.
and all the brush, there is just like this little pine cone gets thrown out and it rolls in the snow a tiny bit and comes to a stop.
Okay,
Okay.
Zufira's going to create a little display to try and coax them out, knowing what she now knows about chewingas and that they don't tend to take well to sort of aggressive action. They can be startled easily. She's going to sort of hold her hands up and start muttering something in what you may know as Draconic. And sort of little snowflakes begin to fall from the trees. Little kind of, I'm just making sure I can do this within the realms of thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
Create minor wonder up to one of the three who can cause flames, harmless tremors, instantaneous sound. Where's the one about? It's where you can create like visual effects, or is that?
It seems
You
very
can-
limited. This
You
way.
can alter like light, like a flame, and change the color of a flame, and like the
Oh.
size of the flame.
Yeah, I thought it could create like little snowflakes. That's what I was going to. A minor wonder. I swear, harmless tremors. It's a sound. Ominous whispers probably won't help. Okay, scratch that. Scratch that. I'm gonna
Alright,
keep
alright.
thinking.
There is a little out of the brush. There is this little head that pops out, which is nothing more than one of those little like a mask, like a circle white mask with a red triangle, upside down triangle on it, like an arrow. It looks up at you guys, and then it slowly creeps out
Bloody corrupt.
and like picks up the pine cone. And then it picks up the pine cone, holds it above its head, nods at you, nods at the dragon, and then turns around and walks back into the tree, into the brush underneath. It stops just before it disappears into it, and gives the dragon a nod, as if to say follow. It's up to you guys how you interpret that, but that's its movements.
I believe we're invited.
I will take reach out and take another pine cone off the tree
Oh, you fucked it now.
and just put it in the snow. And just
Okay.
leave it there to see if he wants another one.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm ready to follow.
It keeps on walking. It was the
Okay.
momentary nod of follow, and then it disappears in. But that pine cone was a small one. You've picked up a decent sized pine cone,
Yeah,
and it's in
maybe
the
it's a
snow.
bit too big
Okay,
for it.
maybe
10
these
days
things
leading
are
now.
3 apples high.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Tail
just
snaking behind him.
following. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
So what happens is you pull back the tree branches, and you go in underneath, and you can see it walking just beyond the next set of tree branches, and you pass past the trunk, and then you go in through out of the tree branches, and there is like this clearing of brush around and multiple pine trees, conifers and whatnot, and you can see that there are two more Tringers. They have a dinner plate in front of them. One on the left is holding a fork. The one on the right is holding a knife. And the one that you saw of the pine cone goes back around to the essentially the head of the plate, and the other two are sitting down, and puts the pine cone on the plate, and it raises its little hands up in the air, as if to give thanks for the meal, I guess. I have a handout here. It is the cutest thing. The cutest thing ever for the Tringers.
Aw,
Yeah. They are essentially playing house.
nice.
And they pretend to start like eating the pine cone. There's even that little snowman there next to them with
I thought they
the
were
blue
actually going to
mask
eat the
on.
pine cone. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
they are pretending is what they're doing.
Nice.
Then what do
So
you do?
what do you do? You just see this happening in front of you.
do not get involved. just don't do
This is
anything.
clearly that woman's plates and cutlery.
Yeah.
Dende will come down and like sit down at the table, like dog kind of pyramid pose, feet in front, and just sort of pad down in the snow because he's very comfortable in the snow. He just sort of
Okay.
put his nose in next to the pine cone.
Yeah.
He'll lick the pine
They
cone.
seem they happy with this. They happy that you actually like want to eat the pine, want to eat the food as well.
Is there like a window latch that they've stolen?
I assume, yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not? There, you see the window latch on the plate as well. It's like that could be interpreted as dessert. You don't know.
Well,
But yeah,
like, just use like burning hands and just burn the fuckers.
so yeah, they continue to do that, and they start to like interact with the dragon, interact with Dante as well, like pushing pushing a fork over to the dragon essentially.
The dragon will sort of poke its nose at the fork and then look back at Zufira for like, I don't know what to do now with this. Zufira will sort of come quietly behind Dende and sit next to him, and just sort of quietly sit and regard the Chewingas and look back at the rest of the group. I don't know if they would recognize the gift that she has on her, that the other one gave her.
Oh,
Just
that's a good
small
point.
detail, if they recognize that magical power.
I think they would, because it's their own magical power, and it'll probably leave an imprint if you haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, the middle one, the lead one, essentially, gets back up and starts walking over to you, and it points at you, and like does little claps its hands like that. Who else is actually taking their time to interact or play? Like, do any of you
Quinn's
like
standing
indulge the Tringas?
Quinn's standing at the back.
Yeah, at the back.
I
would say I'm not trying to do anything to startle them, so probably not for Amelia.
Okay.
I will not right next to them, but I will bend down and start building my own snowman. But like a slightly bigger one, not like a massive snowman, because obviously these are, but like
Okay.
playing in the snow, just seeing if they like.
Yeah, 'cause these are like wild nature, and Quinn's all about agriculture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
It's like
They're
neutral.
inquisitive spirits.
Yeah.
So
Just
another one,
neutral.
as if pretending to be like done with its food. You could see the one with the knife like trying to like cut up the door latch and pretending that's the dessert. It puts down its knife and then notices you and comes over, and it picks up two little trigs that were by the plate, and it like holds a little trig up to you, and then it's got another one in its other hand, and it puts the trig in the like really small snowman that you were making. So
Yeah,
it's like
so
put the other arm in.
yeah. So I basically reach down, take the twig, put it in, and just help build this little snowman.
Okay.
Basically,
In the process that you do that, and once the head goes on and all the things, the Taringa will look up at you. It's like the mask doesn't change or anything, but you get like it's got recognition of like good job,
Yeah.
and it comes over and like puts its little hand on your boot, and you can feel like a magical enchantment come over you.
Yeah.
So you get to have a charm because you actually helped.
Yeah, you get a
Yay.
charm too.
You
So
get
one
a
of the charms described, new Taringa charms. Let's have a look at these. New Taringa charms. Is this a dice that I can roll? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick a number in between 1 and 7, Levi.
2.
Number 2. All right. I will copy and paste this for you in your private chat.
Yep. Sounds good.
You have that. Okay.
Yeah.
Was there a time limit on these? I will just check. I don't. It's just well until you use it, isn't it?
Or as mine said, yeah.
Yeah, just until you
Interesting.
use it,
I've never heard of this spell. This is interesting.
unless
But it seems
dictated
really
otherwise.
fucking useful.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably like a one-time use only kind of thing,
Not
unless
this one.
stated otherwise.
This has got more than one use.
This charm has feature. Oh, yes, yeah. Whatever it says there. So yeah, have fun with that. Oh,
What the fuck? This spell is nuts. I've never seen this spell before.
that's because it's special. Okay, I'll carry on.
Well, that's completely broken.
Right. You can see that Greystone is getting closer, and she's making loads of notes, and she's she's also like, indulging in the Tringers and their play.
Can I insight check her? Because I've got this horrible feeling she's going to do something dumb. I just
Uh,
want to like.
yeah,
Insight?
sure.
Yeah. 12.
12. She's, like I say, she's acting like really fascinated by them and stuff.
Okay.
She does go to like try and pick one up or like coax it into her hand. She like holds out her hand. She's like, come into the hand, and she puts like a pine cone on the hand.
Hmm.
The Turinga comes up to it, but then like takes a step or two away. You can probably gauge that like they'll only go so far, for the time being. And eventually, about 15 minutes go by, and the Turingas get up. Two of them, the ones that were holding the knives and forks, they give you all like a little bow, and they clap their little hands, and they start walking off into the snow and disappear in the brush. The Turinga that you first met goes up to Dende, and it holds out its hands as if to say, like up. Like how children go when they want to get up on something. It does the same.
Yeah, Dende is like recognizing this from the last time, and the last time one did the same thing. It's like, oh, very well, and kind of lowers
Okay.
his head so we can climb up his head.
Yeah, it starts climbing up onto its head, and it makes itself comfortable on top of the dragon.
He's
Nice.
feigning like that he doesn't enjoy it, but it's fairly obvious.
Yeah.
And there's a pretty open book.
Nice. Okay.
Loving it.
She goes, so Gravestone, Grey Steel, gets up, stands up fully, and like stretches out her legs. She's been sitting down for a while as well, and she goes, "Well, I think I have everything that I need for the time being. I'm going to stay in Tourmaline for a bit and see whatever information that I can get from these stringers, and hopefully I'll be able to devise something to help solve this problem of the everlasting winter."
Oh,
Cool. And
It is
just a
very
more small
happy.
matter of our payment.
Did she not pay us already?
I
Don't think so.
think she was going to
No,
pay us at the
I don't
end.
think so.
And the
Like
lantern,
half
of
an hour or
course.
something. Yeah, yeah. She says, "Oh, yes, yes," and she basically pays up the full amount that she specified. You specified.
Is it 50 gold?
I think it was
Yeah.
Believe so. Yeah.
5 each or something. So yeah, it was like 50 gold total, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because two of us didn't really want the money. So yeah, I
Yeah,
think it was
yeah, yeah.
Didn't at the time.
Mm.
So yeah, it appears that the Tringa Sound, the dragon, isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And you all basically come out of the bushes and the trees, and then you stand in front of the town. What do you want to do
I
from
assume
here?
Amelia just takes that 50 because you were the one who wanted it.
Yeah,
Just to figure out.
we can always divide it up later.
Yeah.
Yeah, divvy up later. I
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
will bend down to Dende and looking at Dende, but also trying to address the Chewinga that's still on him, and say to Dende, be like, it might be a good idea to, if you can communicate this to this little fellow, to leave that poor woman's house alone. Stop opening the windows.
Oh, well, I don't exactly speak their language, but I suppose I can try to impress upon it some responsibility. Um, excuse me, there, little one. Do you understand common or this language that I'm speaking?
kind of like
Oh,
raises his
okay.
hand like, bit.
That woman over there, and he kind of flicks his tail in the direction. She gets very cold, very cold. She doesn't like the cold, so
It
you could leave
imitates you.
her windows closed, or she'll die. Die. You understand? She's rather old. They don't like the cold like us.
The Tringer cocks its head and then goes like deliberately falls backwards against the
Yeah,
dragon and looks up at you.
maybe you could bring her some firewood.
Oh,
Bring her some fire and help her be
Set
warm.
fire to
God.
the house.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but Dende's not
Problem
smart.
solved.
Dende's
Problem
not smart.
solved.
So this, and Zufira steps in. Maybe just leave
Oh
the
no, I
woman
want you to
alone.
It'll be
make a
nice,
roll
warm,
for
and
this. That's
toasty now.
Yes. Just say
Let Dende make an intelligence roll check and we'll see how the Tringer takes this.
Is this you gonna roll, or do you want me to
charisma,
roll?
surely.
Charisma, yeah. See if we can get the communication across.
Okay. Okay. Let's
I
roll for
help by
Dende.
saying things in languages.
That's a 6.
All
Can I
right.
try speaking to it in like half the languages I know?
oh my
Yeah,
fucking
you can do,
Christ!
but the 6
playing-
gets you like you. Dende thinks that he's gotten across the point. You know, he's done as good as he can.
Reading in the news like some
Zufira's
squire.
just
Hear
like
thee, hear
the
thee.
firewood idea. Zufira's just like, hey, maybe just don't set the old woman on fire. Just leave the old woman alone, okay?
Yeah, that's what I gonna do. It's like keep the window shut.
It's like happy and sits back up, I suppose. It looks at you, but you can't see if you get. You know, you're not sure.
Yeah,
Just
try
not
like
sure.
the 3 languages I know. I guess it
What's
might
that?
be the
Go on.
first time Sophia hears Quinn speak Dwarvish. So I try
What
like
is that
common, try halfling, try Dwarvish, and like I ran out of languages. It's like I only know 3.
Hold on. What do they actually speak?
It's like halfling. Something must speak halfling other than
It's
halflings.
far away. It's
Do they
tiny
have
Google. I just don't get it,
languages?
Father.
Yeah, they're like small.
There
Halflings
are.
are small.
It doesn't
They must
have
know the small
languages.
language.
It literally doesn't.
What language?
Tiny elemental natural.
Probably the druid or something. They can always talk to it.
Or elemental. So elemental language, whichever that is.
I can't speak that.
It's
I
based.
think
I mean, I'm guessing when
druids
there's a
can do that.
sheer line going across and it does not have any actual languages, there's more interpretation to like
Yeah.
hand movements.
I
and
know
stuff.
there's a thing where druids can like speak to like nature and stuff
Monks
like
can
You
that.
can
that
talk
as
to
well.
trees and animals.
Yeah, I guess that would work on it, but
I guess so.
don't-
I'll give you that.
I don't
Oh
have
my
that,
fucking
so I
Christ.
just use the languages I know.
We've just killed an old one. Oh, she warm now.
Won't be cold anymore.
Oh, I suppose Zufira can try speaking the other language she knows.
What's that?
Primordial. And she'll go like, oh, remembering that she can do this and it might speak, and she'll speak these almost like weird guttural natured noises. Elementals speak this language, so she'll try saying that kind of the similar things in this, like she gets cold, so don't just leave the window closed, kind of thing.
It nods at you.
This is my
Does it seem to
favourite
be
scene.
understanding?
There's no really interpretation for this, but yeah, I think it understands on like a rudimentary level. Even
Leave
to
the
this
Primordial.
stage.
alone,
It's not,
yeah.
it's not an
Yeah,
advanced language. It's very basic ideas.
See, what we need to do is find our nemesis in this city and be
Open
like,
the
this
window."
window, no. This window, yes.
Just
All the
dagger.
cutlery.
Bring fire to the home.
No,
I'm gonna say
no, too
Annika
far,
loves you
too far.
guys.
Do not commit arson.
Go and hang out with
What's
Danica.
the
She
name of that
loves
guy?
it.
They wouldn't know names. We can't go like, oh, go after Zardarok, because they'd be like, they don't know that.
No.
You just have to-
No.
yeah.
Oh my god, it's gonna be like we're gonna go back to Brinshine. There'll be like a squire, be like, "Here ye, lady burns down in home in Tamerlane."
Left cooker on too long.
Window
what
is
you
left
guys-
open.
Oh dear.
All
This
the
is Chewinga
windows.
This
Close to death.
episode's been fun.
Uh,
Maybe this.
Next time we see the
for a
Chewingers,
break.
they've literally got the window. It's like a
we-
trophy.
Just taken the window.
Completely misunderstood what we were saying.
The Chewinga on the other side of the window just dying, like falling backwards.
flattened by window pane.
We come
Your
back
guys
to
is
the forest
better.
with the
I'm
Chewingas, and they're all
crying. I'm
sitting
literally
around the
crying
table
right
with their knives and forks, and there's the old lady sitting with them, and she's just frozen dead. Like, oh, she's eating with us now.
Oh, taking the old woman.
now. They're eating the window frame that they've nicked.
Holding bits of pine cone up to her mouth, like, "Ooh, nim nim nim. You like that, don't you, old lady?" She's just like,
Anyway, this is a good time to take a break.
Rock it back and forth and then close the window.
Take,
"We'll be right back."
take a
Technical
break.
difficulties.
I've got fucking snot
We'll
running out my
reset
nose.
ourselves.
Oh,
Do,
shit.
do, do,
Oh,
do,
God's
do.
sake.
I'm in
Press
so much
pause already.
pain.
Press pause already.
I'm
You
so
can't
much pain.
silence the truth.
I think Chewingers might be my favourite things ever.
They are great.
Yeah, awful. Hello, everybody. Welcome back from the break. We have reset ourselves from the Chewinga incident. That was hilarious.
Oh
Who
my
knew
gosh, we're
Chewingas
calling
could be
it.
so cute and funny?
The episode name, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, mistaken Chewingas. So you're all standing outside of the tree line. You can see the
Do you know what
town
we should
in
call
front
it?
of
Window
you.
shopping.
Yes, that's it.
That's the
Okay,
one.
that's cool, right? And yeah, you can just
Ain't-
see the town like
ain't
going
no
down
window
towards the
shopper.
lake.
Gotta buy that armor.
You're like I say, you're about just over here somewhere. You're like there.
Awesome. What is the time now, DM?
The
Roughly?
time you set off then. You had that encounter. Push you about there. Then about this messing around 5 o'clock ish.
So getting on quite a bit.
Yes.
How far
Well,
away?
The scene.
Because
Set
we
the scene is the Chewinga kind of walks away into the sunset, and then there's like, I think he probably is gonna be okay.
The Chewinga is still with you.
Oh, we've got the
He's
Chewinga.
still
Let's
riding
keep
it,
him.
yeah.
Can we keep him?
We're keeping.
He's still riding the dragon, yeah.
Put him in the lamp.
He's still there. This is it's taken a shine to
We've got a sidekick.
We've
now.
definitely got to keep him for as
it's
long as
taken
we
a shine
can.
to Severa and the dragon,
We need to
basically.
give him a name then, which I just assume will be Rudiger because I like the name Rudiger.
Sure.
All right. Forever know the Chewinga as Rudiger.
Radagast the
name him.
Brown.
Rudiger.
Don't you them?
So I believe we have this mission, Cassius, where we have to help some dwarves collect some iron ingots or something not too far from here. Am I right? Or
I believe.
I picked up the
Yeah,
quest.
I believe they
sorry,
took the
my
Quinn.
apologies,
Yeah.
Quinn. Sorry.
I'd say yes. They were coming back from the settlement in the mountain, and they got scared and attacked by a yeti. We have to go and retrieve the iron that
Right.
they left, and then we get 100 gold. No, I can't remember how much money they said.
was 1,000
50
gold.
Some
It
amount
was
of money.
Really,
Well,
really
Well,
no.
we
Amount
all
of
need
money.
money, so
It was
Ah.
1,000 gold.
I will find it.
It said
It's not
we offer
1,000, but
each
you
of
find
you a gemstone worth 50 gold.
There you go.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
that sounds more realistic.
Fair
I'm
enough.
looking
damn it.
around 50. So I'll be getting
No,
my
wait, my
speaker
notes say a
dollars.
custom magical item for each of you, not exceeding 1,000 gold.
Oh, I thought they said they were going to each give us one wish.
No.
That might have been it. Might have been it.
Dwarves don't wish, they make.
They're going to give us their entire mine full of
As a
millions
dwarf,
of dollars.
we dwarves all have the power to grant wishes, so I'm pretty sure that's canon.
Do we have to rub you?
Do you have to rub your head?
Not quite.
So-
I doesn't know her.
Rob the beard.
Ooh.
The lucky beard.
Just pull it
Ooh,
out
me
like
lucky
that.
beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, how we should probably figure out how far that is away from where we are.
It's pretty close, isn't it? It's just like east.
It's like
Yeah.
you would have to, for what they're suggesting, you would have to go back out into the snow fields. Essentially, it's not too out in the like further reaches or anything. But yeah, again, in between the two towns and the valley would be your like triangular location of it's somewhere in there.
So I guess in game, seeing as though none of us have probably been to this place, we should probably kind of go to town, like the mead hall or wherever the inn or tavern is, and just get some sort of a sense of direction how to get there and how far away it is.
I will say as well, the longer you leave tracks, the longer you leave your because things move on. If you're tracking, let's say if you're tracking a person with gold that they've stolen and you decide to stay somewhere, then the person's going to start moving on.
Yeah,
So it's a bit like, what do you do?
Quests progress.
yeah.
Got gold that's stolen.
Don't fancy us attacking a Yeti without healing anyways. We should probably
That was. I feel like
Get the
that took a
spells
lot
back.
out of me.
I mean, Zufira would know where Calvin's cairn is, and
Oh,
she
okay.
would advise, like, it is right in the middle of the wilderness, like deep north. I would not go out there tonight before we need sleep.
Sure.
Yes.
There's
The
some.
tr-
I've never
sorry,
made a
the
trek myself.
dwarfs did give you a location, so you can go to that location and go from there, which is going out into the snowfields. But at least you guys have got an actual location they gave.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
start
they
from.
did say that
Yeah.
it was like follow the tracks so that we would follow the route. So since like we would have to then like find the route halfway between Bryn Shander and Calvin's cairn, so that could be quite tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go all the way back and then go all the way out.
I mean, how far did they say it was from Calvin's cairn? Did they say it was like halfway between here and there?
And the cows describe the location. That's the place.
We don't want the trail to go cold. But...
Stop.
E.
If they're attacked by a Yeti, the Yeti doesn't need iron. Like, it's more like other people nicking it, surely.
So the dwarfs gave you a direction, which was towards Calvin's cairn, towards the mountain essentially, and the sled lies halfway between Bryn Shander and the mountain, in the middle of the tundra, was what the dwarfs said to you.
And they want us to bring it back to Bryn Shander, right? Not to Calvin's cairn.
They will be waiting in Bryn Shander, they said, yes. I believe they also would have given you the information of like, we'll give you like 3 or 4 days, and at that point, if we haven't heard or seen you, then we're just gonna considering
Chip on,
we're gonna chip on at that point.
Well, I told them that we were doing another side quest beforehand, so it might
That's
be a
cool.
couple of days.
Yeah, they're happy
Knew
to
we were
hang
doing this
around for a
first.
bit, but
Not forever. Yeah.
they are probably also aware of the fact that New Moon is coming up, so they probably don't want to be around when that happens.
Bad Moon Rising.
Get out them towns. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Alright.
thinking, like, if we, rather than go back to Bryn Shander and then track the trail out to Kelvin's Cairn, or try to pick it up like by just walking out into the wilderness, we could go to Kelvin's Cairn and then walk from there to Bryn Shander, and then we could, bring it back to them there. And then we get to check out Kelvin's Cairn if anyone's interested, because there might be more quests and stuff there.
I'm up for that, but I guess we're not going there right now, are we? We're resting.
We're gonna
and
rest
then-
up, I think, and go to tavern, have a mead.
I mean, there is the question of like the tracks getting worn over, but I think it's probably just a direct shot. We'll probably find it.
Yeah. We'll have to see.
I know there's like some dead bodies,
Probably best.
some iron
Yeah.
ore sleds. It should stand out pretty much.
Yeah, it's like a vehicle, right? Like a cart or sled, like you say.
Yeah,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah, it's
To be
Can't
fair, we might
ignore
even
it,
pick
it's
it up
pretty
on the way,
big.
like the track, if we kind of make our way back to the road that you would go from Bryn Shander to Cairn. Surely we just pick up the track, and then we just have to make a
Well,
judgment call.
that's what I'm
Which
saying.
way was it
It's
going?
a
Which
wild-
direction?
it's not a road; it's a track, and that would probably be snowed over by this time. So, like, we
True.
could try. It might not be fully snowed over. Like, what's the weather like now?
Snowy. And cold.
Yeah. I mean, it's snowing a bit, but not like
Yeah.
heavily. It's like gentle
This will be
snowing.
tomorrow, though. By the time we get there around midday, who knows? That's why I think maybe we could just go to Calvin's Cairn and then we could do a straight shot to Bryn Shander. Although our straight shot is based on survival and guessing anyway, so I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, true.
Let's just go to sleep now and then discuss it in the
Yeah.
morning.
That
Oh,
sounds like
uh,
tomorrow's problems.
Yeah, let's deal with that tomorrow.
We need beer.
2 in.
Yes, I need a
Which
drink.
one? The Blue Clam? East
Are there
side?
any armor shops in town while we're here?
Um,
Oh god.
Oh
Then
yeah,
he's
let's
gonna
get
manage-
Quinn another set of armor that he can't afford.
I can afford it.
Like weaponry
is
shop.
funny,
I mean, I could
actually.
just go
What do
back
we
to
have
Bryn Shander.
Yeah, Bryn Shander's
yeah.
where the main suppliers of
Yeah.
stuff is. You'll probably find like more like somebody that does horseshoes and nails and very basic blacksmithing work. It seems to be a big enough town for basic blacksmithing. You could probably get like armor repaired here, things like that.
Zufira is looking a little better now, generally, after the interaction with the Chewingas.
I'm definitely feeling better.
Okay. There's the blue clam to stay in if need be. There's the east side. Let's have a look at what these actually are, seeing as you're
Blue
here.
clam.
Where do you want to? Hold on a minute. So
Is that what
general
they're calling
information
it
at
now?
this point for general information at this point for
Yeah, well,
this
ask
place.
someone, some passerby. Where's the inn?
Where's
Dear
the inn?
me.
Where's the best yin?
Yeah. You pick up a
Where's the best place to
local,
drink?
and there is the Dockside Tavern. He says, or there's the East Side, which is an inn. So you can imagine your tavern is more it's the sailors' tavern kind of place. A typical place where fishermen would finish their day's work,
Sounds good to me.
and things like that.
I like the sound of
No
the east side.
gals. Is the blue clam like the medieval equivalent of blue waffle?
I don't know what that is.
Don't Google it, kids.
Yeah.
Do not Google it.
Yeah. Quinn's is up for it.
Phil, you better not be
Go
Googling it.
east side.
Oh, good.
I advise you not to.
I won't Google.
Put you
Right,
off
I've
where
been
we-
that.
warned.
Where do you want to
After
go?
Yeah.
the episode,
I'm thinking east side could be
You'll
good
go
one.
east side.
Yeah.
That's more your visitor's place, yeah. Okay.
And
Well,
it's
you
bigger
start to
too.
trundle over to the east side, and you see it there. You go inside. This looks like quite a good establishment. Plenty of, warmth coming out of it and things like that. You can hear people inside. For instance, the east side is where most visitors in the town stay. What looks what looks from the outside like separate houses turn out to be a single structure with rooms connected by underground passages with cozy
Ooh.
guest accommodation in the cellar. That's where their rooms are.
Oh, different.
You can see the innkeeper that is there. She is a female, just a female human with
Alright.
she's younger actually for an innkeeper, but she seems to help run the place. You can see her. For those of you that have traveled around, you know that she does have a father who is the main owner of the establishment, but he is currently ill, and
Ooh.
he hasn't been around. He hasn't been up for a number of weeks at this point. People know the innkeeper as, I will copy and paste her name.
Harry.
Because again, for those who have lived in Icewind Dale for a time, that's the
Polish.
innkeeper's name.
Marta Peskrik.
Yeah, the Polish names. And her father is this.
That would
Clyde.
be Clyde Peskrik.
Clyde, yeah. He used to do a lot of fishing. He is a retired fisherman. And you've never seen him fight before.
Did he fight with someone called Bonnie?
Oh, I was going to say, does he fight with Inky, Blinky, and Pinky?
You can see, as you walk in, then you can see
Well, mine was bad.
you can see Marta humming away and singing a little song to herself over a few empty tables as she cleans up glasses. She sings this as you
Oh,
walk
we get
inside. You
another
can,
singing.
yeah, no,
Yes, let's go, Phil.
No.
Phil's audition. Let's go.
I'm poisoning my father to inherit
Let me find my female voice. Ahead of winter's wind she came, the lovely woman with no name, draped in a draped in a fur-lined cloak of red. To the icy lake she fled. The wind pursued her all the same, as sure as night she's dead.
Well, whoever wrote this was a fucking loser.
There you go. I hope
Hmm.
you can read that, but it's there.
Oh, I was rapidly typing that for nothing. It's like
Copy and paste pictures.
Ahead of
Yeah,
winter's
there you
wind
go.
she came, the lovely woman with no name. Draped in a fur-lined cloak of red, to the icy lake she fled.
Oh god, this is so
The
bad.
wind pursued her all the same, as sure
Yes, we
as
heard
night
it the
she's
first
dead.
time,
So
Amelia.
this
Why-
is this got something to do with the monster that's in the lake?
You don't know.
That's a interesting possible
Response.
connection.
It depends what you want to do at this moment in time because she's singing that as she's cleaning up, and you guys have come
You
in.
doing
I
it? Can I
assume you want.
harmonise with her?
I
But
assume you want bed and board and all that stuff.
I mean, first thing is Amelia goes Thundergrog, 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 Thundergrog.
Yeah. So while we walk in there, I'm gonna
Yes.
not knowing the song, I'm gonna attempt to harmonise. I'm gonna roll a roll for this. I'm just like there's performance. Because fuck it, why not? Oh, he does a terrible job.
Oh
He's got
God!
no idea what the song is. Cassius looks very embarrassed. He's like, oh no.
In fact, she halts her singing and turns around and sees you all there, and she goes, "Ah, new guests. Will you be wanting food?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Excellent. If you make yourselves at home here, I've just cleared the table, and then I'll get you. I'll get a pen and paper and come back to you." And as she walks past, up to you, Cassius, past you. She stops and looks at you, and goes, "If you want to hear, if you want to sing the song properly, you'll have to learn it a bit better. And she carries on walking.
It's like looks. It's just like, damn.
You've been told.
Yeah. Right. Let me go
Did-
sit down.
That was a curious song she was singing there.
Not one that I've heard before. Hence, not doing the
Have I
best
heard
job of
this
singing.
before? As a native?
What? Oh, sorry. Say again.
Bill's out. Have I heard this song before as a native?
Yeah, quite possibly. It's like a folktale song.
Yeah.
It's like an old one. Yeah. It's like an old
Yeah, roughly
folk
old.
song. Don't remember where it originated.
Yeah.
We're sat down. I probably turn to Quinn and Zufira because I have an idea of the answer to this. And as we sit down, I quietly say, "What's the thing that happens in this town when the new moon rolls around?"
I think they sacrifice as well. No. Can't remember.
That would be.
That would be
Because I
warmth.
assume they know.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
what?
I know it is warmth.
Oh,
I know.
same
I
as
know.
me.
Yeah.
Say the same as
It's
good
warmth,
meat.
I knew that.
They sacrifice warmth.
Yeah, Cassius just nods. Doesn't say anything else on the matter. He's just learning.
Okay.
So want to be there for the lottery to George Cassius be like.
The innkeeper comes back with her pen and paper, a pen and like parchment, whatever, and she goes, "So what would you like tonight then?"
Definitely some ale would be well received, and some food for us adventurers.
I don't
Adventurous.
know if you've
Okay.
noticed, Amelia, but I grimace every time you order me an ale.
But you secretly like it.
You'll come to enjoy it come the end, Zafira. I promise you.
No, I don't think I will. I think it's a bad habit of dwarves and adventurers. I don't want to
What?
join them.
Make that 3 ales and whatever Zafira's having.
Queen has a look of sheer
look
confusion on
dwarf.
her face.
Very good. Very good.
I say to the bar lady, I'm like, wouldn't perchance have any of good mead, would you?
Good meat. Good meat. Well, of course
Fucking
we
shit,
do.
dude.
That's one of the finer things around here.
I'll take a good mead then.
My barkeep. She knows the good shit.
Boof! Boosh!
Very well. I'll get you one of those.
Before you go, sorry, I have to ask that song or that tune you were humming.
Wow.
I'm curious.
Yes.
This is not the first sort of almost riddle that I've heard around these parts. What's the meaning, if you would?
It doesn't have a meaning as such. It's a story. If you want, I can tell it to you. It's quite interesting. And
Yes.
she looks around to see if there's anybody that needs anything, and there isn't.
Didn't ask
You
for
can
your
see there
life
are people
story.
around,
Yeah.
and she's just like, "Oh, I can give it a minute." So she bustles in and sits
Stay a
down.
while and listen.
And she starts to recount a tale, basically. And she says, 50 years ago or so, a mysterious woman in a fur-lined cloak stopped at the east side on her way to Lonelywood. Because the woman was alone and frightened, the innkeepers, a pair of retired adventurers, and she says, who also happened to be my grandparents, tried to console the woman. The woman gave them a ring as payment for the hospitality. Not long afterwards, a howling wind burst into the inn and tossed the woman about like a rag doll. The innkeepers intervened, giving the woman time to escape. The evil wind battered Marta's grandparents unconscious before resuming its hunt. That was the last anyone saw of the woman. as she's telling that tale, you can see her hand goes to this ring around. It's like a plain like golden sort of wedding ring, sort of ring, I guess. And she twists it around a few times before she drops her hand. And she goes, "So that's the tale."
Hmm, very interesting. And
There you go, Rogue. You see the ring
Where-
right around her neck.
yeah, yoink. And where is the Lonely Wood from here?
The Lonely Wood. It's to the north, I believe. It's the next town up.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. Cool. We'll make a note of that. Should we ever go that way?
Sure.
I
I'll
don't
go and get you your drinks and food.
Thank you for recounting the tale. Most interesting.
Not a problem. She gets up and bustles off again. Could you drop? I need the chart up again, I suppose, but just drop a bit of gold or so. Did you order rooms as well?
Oh,
We
we should
will
probably do that
be,
afterwards.
Yeah, I'll do like a gold per night per person,
Yep. I'll
and
drop all of
food
that.
can be food and drinks. Just another like 2 gold will cover your group, I think.
Cool.
2 gold
I
total, so
can-
10 gold total.
I've taken it off. I've taken it all off.
All right.
There's Rogue paying for it. This is unheard of.
Well, it's because I've got the 50 gold that we've already been sat on.
Oh.
So that was
Sure,
8
sure.
gold that we dropped. And then what I'll do is I'll mention to everyone. So we've also got this matter of the payment from earlier. Were you splitting 4 ways? Given the rooms were 8 gold, that's
I think at this point, Cassis is probably like, seeing as I already said I'd give you some of my money, take my share.
sure. How very kind of you.
say-
I
Zafira
think I'm
and
good
Quinn?
as well. I did say that I would do that for free, and that was my choice.
Mm.
So you can, you don't have to give me a share of
Right.
yours.
Say normally I don't care for matters of
The split
money, but I do owe money for that split mail. I believe it will help you on my quest. So I
Indeed.
would
Well,
like to take my share.
21 gold each then, Quinn.
In my quest.
Yay!
I'm giving you 21 gold.
I think that's all I need actually.
Blue. No yellow.
Yeah, because my armor is already worth like 75.
If you buy it, right? Not if you sell it. Sorry to.
Yeah, for some reason,
It's 5 gold selling it.
Haven't you ever played a game?
For some reason,
It
Phil
costs
increased
100
the cost.
gold to buy, and then it's like you get 2 gold back when you
Phil,
sell
he
it.
rolled for it and failed. And Phil was like, "Oh yeah, it's like 110."
I didn't even roll for it. He just made it more expensive for some reason. So I've already paid 100 already.
Yeah, didn't you?
So then I need to pay another 100. It'll be fine. If you get the diamond or the 50 gold pieces jewel, I have more than enough. Should be sick.
Phil, stop shafting us.
I just realized when you were like, "Oh, I need this gold for my quest." My next character needs to be Sir Digby Chicken Caesar.
What?
It's just,
No.
oh yeah, I need this gold for a quest.
I have no idea what the reference is.
What? Anyway,
I don't know what you're
I
about.
don't either.
I kind of prefer that they don't know.
Look it up later. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long do you spend in the
Mitchell
tavern?
and Webb look.
You spend the rest of the night
Just
there?
the night.
Oh, just the
yeah.
night, yeah.
All right, cool. I can
Yeah,
give you
we'll
another
start
little
this morning.
tippet if you're interested. Do your characters listen into other conversations now and again,
Not-
and like
I'm a
passers
rogue, of
by and
course I
stuff
do.
like
That's
that?
not my thing.
Sure thing. Okay. There are 2 men who speak by the. There's like a fireplace, and you can see 2 men are standing there just having a chat, and you're close enough to hear. And one of them says, "There's this old black cabin that's been around forever. No one knows who built it, and lots of folks got a bad feeling about it. Some say it's haunted, but I believe that there's a gnome in Brinshander who claims that magical experiments are being performed there. I think the gnome's name is Copper, and I think you'll find him at the House of the Morning Lord. The other guy goes, "Don't be daft. There's no silly experiments happening up in that cavern." And they start talking about other things. So yeah,
Cool.
there's a little tidbit for you.
I'll pass that on to the group.
All right.
They say that the gnome says that magical experiments are being performed there.
Claims magic. The gnome's name is Copper, but there's a gnome in Brinshander who claims that magical experiments are being performed there.
Got everything. Got everything.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I
is
was
it how-
wondering.
Go on.
I was
I'll
wondering
copy and
since I
paste it
have.
in the chat if anyone wants the note.
Cool.
Oh, fucking Phil did it again. Shit.
Stop
Why
doing
am I
that if you
typing
like.
down so fast?
So I.
I don't know. It's just so the audience can like read it again, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Tell me if you're going to post it, and then I won't bother. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So Quinn's like putting out the word in this inn and like asking maybe there's like a temple nearby where this goes down, but she's kind of asking if like if there's a place so I can go where I can like offer healing to people as like a professional thing.
Oh, I see.
Like
Right,
I
that's
reckon
a
cool.
professional beggar.
a professional thing would be
No.
more Brinshander and
It
the
must be
other
like
walled city. This one would be more of a very small sort of temple, I'd say, like a
yeah,
more of a shrine in a building.
yeah, like some guy got his arm trapped in like a fishing net or something, like just somewhere.
Yeah, basically,
I'm
come
gonna
fix
try
the
and
scrapes and scraps.
yeah, I got 4 cure light wounds, so I'll be like, sort of go over there and be like, hey, do you want me to heal you? If you would like to donate to the church,
Of Quinn
yeah,
Faircastle.
yeah, I'll be up for that.
Is this over at the House of the Morning Glory?
No,
Morning Lord.
I do stuff at night on the twilight.
Uh,
Yeah,
So yeah,
so
you
I
do
can
you
make
do find a
some money.
building. You do find a shrine in the building.
Do I
To
make some money?
Phil's gonna shaft you again, mate. Don't
Gonna
worry.
shaft
You get 4 copper.
give me a charisma check against the older gentleman manning the shrine and dealing with stuff.
He'd be a 1. I'm joking.
I'm so bad at charisma. I'd say this should
Quinn.
be the profession rules.
Quinn, I think what you should do in future is bring Amelia along, give her a share of the cut, and she'll give you a good deal.
The man says to you, we haven't had anybody that's needed healing in the past 2 days. Your services probably aren't required at this time. But
Wow.
we thank you for your generosity, though.
Yeah, paying anything to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, so that's that. Anybody else want to do anything else? If not, we'll move forward to the morning.
Since it's gotten to night, Zufira will probably like use the last of her spell slots, just healing up any like
Yeah, fun stuff. like that.
niggling, like lingering wounds that they've had that haven't had like magical healing. Because like even if you bandage something, it doesn't just go away. So she'll like try to do that. That's it.
Between adventures, do you mean between adventures or between nights?
I mean, she's just doing that before they go to bed. Oh, this is sorry.
I was
Dave's
just
thing.
Yeah,
pleased with
that's
that. I was like,
all
it's just saying that
Yeah,
in the seeds.
that's like between adventures, not like at night for a couple of hours. It's more like a
it's
down.
between actual campaigns or something. Yeah.
No, this is like on days off. So I'm like
Oh,
thinking, if I go back
Oh,
to
okay.
Grim
Hang on.
Chapter,
If you're a
I can earn money.
if you're a sex worker,
Yeah.
you would work at night. So
No, I work at Twilight.
no, I'm just saying. Like you could do that.
But it's not like at like 9 at night after getting pissed, you go out and do a couple of hours and get the full day's work. But I mean, it's up to the DM. I suppose.
Depends how hurt they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can
I
just
think
go
with
out and attack
something
people.
like healing, it's kind
need
of
to go around-
opportunistic all the time.
Yeah,
like you-
healing's
yeah.
weird. It's like, are you selling spells, the worth of the spell, or like scrolls, or like, yeah, it gets more complicated.
I mean, if you've got raised dead, like or true resurrection, it's like you got any dead grandparents need resurrecting?
Quite there yet.
That's fucked up.
You can just go around and just cripple some children and get their parents to pay me.
What the fuck?
Well, that if you wanted to go down there, I'm sure Phil would be able to adjudicate it.
I think his alignment's gone to evil.
Yeah, the alignment shift happens though.
It's
I'm not going
fine.
to roleplay
My
dark
deity
games.
is neutral. I'm
Um,
only good neutral.
so
I'm
yeah,
not-
you come back,
I'm not
probably disappointed,
awful good.
into the tavern.
Yeah, being shut on
And
again.
If nothing else happens here, then we can skip to the morning.
Yeah,
I'll
fine,
keep
dude.
an eye out for like the Aurora Borealis as always.
Sure. I did actually have come across a picture of that a minute ago.
Ooh, nice.
Uh,
At this time of year.
yeah, this time of year, it's so strange. I don't know where it's gone though,
Eat
so
ham.
we'll carry on. I'll find it.
Seymour, the house is on fire. Just the wrong
Mm.
Clearly been grilled.
I guess if they're sleeping in the same bedroom again, and Zufira sees Amelia doing this again, looking out the window like a puppy up at the sky, she'll kind of just lying in bed, kind of mention like, "Oh yeah, last night there was a trail in the sky. I think you missed it. You were out or somewhere.
Hey, what? Sorry, in the sky?
Like a trail in the sky.
I've seen this.
Huh?
I've seen this. This was like one of my first nights in Icewind Dale.
Oh,
I think it was the
Yeah.
first place we stayed at, actually. I
Seen it
didn't
myself
say
a few
anything
times
because
before.
I don't know, wasn't sure what I actually saw, but interesting that you've seen it too.
Every once in a while.
Hmm.
I assume it happens every once in a while as well as like recently.
It's on clockwork. It's like every night.
Oh, it's every night. Right. Okay.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
forgotten that.
Yeah, it's every night. It's just like you guys move around so much, you might not see the trail happen.
Well, then we wouldn't know that, so we would think it's maybe not every night.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
the
mean,
wingers that are doing it.
it's
Got it.
Hmm.
it's the whole Aurora Borealis covers the whole of Icewind Dale. It's just sometimes you're fortunate to see
Yeah.
the thing in the sky creating it, basically, depending on the path it goes.
Yeah, been
Is the
happening
Chewinga still
ever
with us,
since
by the
it all
way?
started.
Oh yeah, the little Tringa. The Tringa would have been with the dragon, and then it would have hopped onto you guys, and then it's getting more used to go, guys. So it would have sat down and played house with you all around the dinner table. You've just
Nice.
got a little Tringa friend for the time
In public, in the tavern?
Yeah.
being. You'll see it hiding more, and you get the impression that it keeps out of sight of people, but it's almost like you know where it is. It's like it pops up in one of your shirt pockets or something, or like it's just
They-
like in your hair all of a sudden for no reason.
Without
This is the
being
best thing ever.
incredibly offensive here, but do they all look the same, or can they look different?
Hmm. They
As
look
in, like-
different. You can see in the picture that they
Not
showed
all
up earlier.
nature
No,
spirits
no.
are
I mean,
the same.
those three obviously look similar, but if we
Mm.
went to a different part of Icewind Dale, would you have different looking Chewingas?
Doesn't really
True.
know that much. You've only seen like 4 of them.
Yeah, if you go different climates, they look different.
Right. Okay.
They will look different depending on their climate, I reckon. But these ones always, like the pictures have seen, the only thing that tells them a difference is the color on their masks.
Mm.
Like the one that you're with has white and then the triangle arrow that
Yeah.
goes down. That's what you got at the moment. And it was called, what was it called?
Rudiger.
Yeah,
Rudiger.
it's called Radiga.
Hang on, we told this one not to pester that woman, and yet then we've then taken it with us. So the other two that were probably pestering that woman are still going to do it.
Yeah.
You
It
get the
was a flaw in
impression-
our plan, clearly.
Yeah. You get
Oh
the
my-
impression you haven't taken it. It's more like it's taken you.
So when we go to bed, when we wake up the next morning or in the middle of the night, all the windows are going to be missing on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next morning, let's say. So, are you doing all the same room share in bunk beds or separate
Our
rooms
group
again?
is
Yeah,
Severa.
whatever's available. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You could probably more or less have rooms. Like, there's just a room with 4 bunk beds in that you all keep in. And
I mean,
when you wake up in the morning, somehow the Turinga has found like a little matchbox box, and it's got like these little.
just staring at the flame.
What can I do with this?
Oh,
And
no.
it's got like these little it's got like furs, these like little lines of furs, and it's all like snuggled up and looking cute in its matchbox, and it's got like a
Bed.
little
Right.
it's got like a different colored furs for its like pillow, as it were. It's just like
Amazing.
Okay, that could have gone very differently.
as you all get up, um Amelia,
Mhm.
do you normally wear, well, you've got furs, haven't you? Let's say you go and pick up your gloves. Everyone would have boots, everyone would have cold weather gear. You go and pick up your gloves, and then
Ah,
you realize that there are little holes in the fur, like at the top of the glove. There's like little holes where the fur would be. And then you pick up your cloak, let's say, and you see that there's little holes where it's basically taken out fur and made it its little bed.
God damn it.
This thing is
What
basically
is going on? I look over and see the Turinga. I'm like, I can't even be mad right now. I can't even be mad. I
Yeah, it looks really cute.
before I go,
Yeah.
I'm actually just going. What time is it? Sort of what? Probably.
I don't know. There's no sunrise ever, so like you wait,
Right.
you have a good night's sleep. It's like you're sleeping in every day. Well, you
Okay.
naturally wake up at like 7 or something.
I'm
You know.
gonna go and see if I can find the blacksmith
Okay.
or some kind of armor smith or something of that ilk.
Yeah, it'd be like the town's blacksmith more than an actual like shop
Yeah.
and armor sort of place.
I suspect I'll probably see the lady in the tavern on my way down. It's like, hey, can you point me in the direction of the local blacksmith or armor smith?
Oh, sure. If you go out of here and then take a right and keep on walking and then take a left, you're just a few yards down the road.
I follow
There's
the
there's one on the right.
cool. I'll follow the instructions and assuming there's someone actually there and it's not too early.
Yeah, it's not too early.
Okay.
You can. This is more a. Uh, I would say there is a forge and stuff like that, but it's very basic.
Cool.
And this is going to be, if I move bloody things. Where are we there? Let's just have it in this bit there. It's in that house. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, and you can see that there's just a guy in there. There's not even a counter or anything like that. It's literally just like a basic forge kind of thing. And you can see that as you walk in, there's loads of tools hanging up. There's like not horse shoes, but more like tools that would help sled dogs,
I was thinking like dog
buckles,
shoes.
dog
Yeah.
shoes. I was actually thinking of the axe beaks then. It's like,
Yeah,
or the
that.
ostrich shoes or something.
Mm.
Maybe there's like a certain type of
Guess it'd be like
horseshoe that like,
harnesses and stuff.
yeah, it's all that sort of stuff. It's all the basic stuff like towns need, all those little
Mm.
bits and bobs. And he goes, Ash, we don't normally see customers this early in the morning. What can I do for you?
Apologies. I'm aware it's a bit early, but we're adventurers and well, I'm about to leave town. I was just wondering if you could maybe do a small job for me. I have a companion who may have during the night had a go at a lot of the furs on some of my armor. Just wondering if you could maybe fix it up.
Furs aren't normally my thing, but we'll see what we can do nonetheless. If you pass it over here, we'll have a look.
Yeah, I'll hand over my stuff. And also say if you've got any fur just lying around, sort of yay big, could do with like just one sheet of fur if possible.
Yeah, big. He thinks to himself and goes, I might have one or two scraps in the box over there. Feel free to go and have a look.
Sure. I do that.
Cool. We can
And
sell
these
it.
are like they're not even well kept. They're like just rags of fur,
Hmm.
strips of stuff.
Big enough for a chewinga that could do it in one thing, almost like a blanket.
Yeah, of course. Like that wouldn't take much. Like
Oh.
again, Cheringas are 3 apples high, so
Hmm.
yeah, they're pretty much they're as high as a Smurf. Yeah, he goes, you can have that for free if you want. It's literally no good to me.
Oh, wonderful. Be perfect for me. Thank you. As I
That's
say,
quite all right.
this companion of ours seems to go after the furs, so hence all the holes.
I see. Yeah, if you use those, take needle and thread to them, it should be all right. Do you
But
actually need any metal work? Do you have any buckles need fixing or anything like that?
No, just the fur stuff, I'm afraid.
Right. Well, I'm not that great with a needle myself, so
Okay. Do
yeah.
you know who might be in this town?
Yes. Well, there's like an old granny sort of thing down the road. If you take it to her, she might be able to fix it right up for you.
Fantastic. Thank
She
you very
normally does.
much.
She normally
fucking
does a lot
Becca.
of knitting jobs and things like that.
I was hoping it'd be a Geordie.
Hey man,
Geordie the
Um,
Forge.
So yes, if you need anything else, do come back here.
Will do. Thank you very much for your time.
All right.
And the furs.
All right. Yes, yes.
I
And he
go to
goes
the
back to his
tanner
work.
and similar type of conversation, I'd imagine.
Yeah, yeah. This is pretty much like an old woman, and she's like, this amount of work for this amount of time. Just drop me like, what would it even be?
Probably coppers.
Yeah, I'm not even
Couple
thinking
of copper.
silvers. What is it? 10 copper to 1 silver, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just do like 5 coppers.
Do you know what? I will give her 5 silver to do a good job.
Yeah,
Wow.
working in silver and gold's a lot easier than breaking it down into coppers as well.
Yeah.
songs.
I'll just be like,
Yeah,
look,
let alone putting in the platinum.
we're
God,
adventurers. You may or may not have heard of us. With the Eyes of Night. I'd be grateful. I'm happy to pay a little bit more than I would normally for this type of job, but want to make sure it's all well kept. At the end of the day, this stuff keeps us alive.
that's absolutely fine, dearie. I can do that, no problem. And she'll take it and do a much better job than you were expecting for the amount of money. This person has a bit of a reputation around her for actually being the, proper like seamstress of the town, sorting stuff out.
She sewed the
So
chewinga into the first.
Mm.
put her in the pocket. Yeah, so that'll be done. That only takes like, I don't know, half an hour's work or so.
I'll wait
She's,
around. I'll
yeah,
actually at the
she's
end of
fairly
it,
quick.
I'll say if she can kind of create a blanket out of the furs that I got as
Yeah,
well.
she can do that. That's easy.
Sweet. Kind of give her an idea of the size of the thing that's going inside.
Yeah, you basically receive back, but pretty much just a pocket,
Yeah,
where she's just sewn down and along like
yeah,
that. It's like a little miniature little sleeping bag for the Drinker, basically.
perfect.
Cool, cool.
And then I head back to the group once it's all done,
Yep.
whatever time that turns out to be.
Drinking a nice cool glass of water.
That's in,
If
that's in the morning hours of like 9 till 12 sort of morning hours.
is Saphira and the
Sure.
Chewinga still asleep when I go back to the room, or
The Drinker would have gotten up and is around.
okay,
Sometimes you'll
beard.
see it, sometimes you don't. they do have a habit of like disappearing and then coming back.
I'll try and find it, and if I do kind of catch wind, I'll be like, "Hey, I've made something for you,
All right.
or I
You
have
find it
something
with
for you."
you can find it. And you place it down in front of it, and it does like a little jig and claps its hands, and it quickly like burrows into the little pocket blanket thing, and like snuggles down and nods at you because you can't tell if it looks happy or not. But yeah, it nods at you.
Cool.
It gives you a little thumbs up with its little hands. Okay, and then it gets back up out of it and starts to like. I think it'll like try and climb on you as if it's going to stay with you for a while.
Cool. I guess I'll pick the thing up and I'll put it in my haversack or something.
Just eat
Yeah,
it.
it'll happily like sit around in your backpack. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Nice.
Tasty chewing. It tastes like
It's
apple.
just enjoying the journey for the time being.
Cool. I will
Uh,
go down and I'll start ordering some food, I think, breakfast and
yeah, you get the bread and breakfast, those
I
kind of things.
will probably be
Okay.
down there at this point. Before I just...
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Zephyr is enjoying some good soup and bread.
Ooh.
Cool. Yeah,
nice.
soup and
Good
bread.
shout. I
like
instantly see
broth.
that and want that.
Cool. Yeah, the barmaid's there, and she brings you up over a bit of bread to go with it. Yeah, hearty morning food.
Cassius has got a massive tankard of water.
Nothing warms you up in the morning and of a ice cold Dale like some grog and some bread to go with it. The dream.
You can
Living the
also
dream.
see the barmaid when she's at the counter pick up a tray that's got like a glass of water and the breakfast on it, and she takes it into a room that's behind the bar. You
As
probably
a
gauge,
man who wants healing.
yeah, you could probably gauge from that this is most likely the room that her father is staying in.
You can see like you just look over at Quinn, like, like face like brother like charging over there, like,
Just
legs
see dollar
spinning like
bills
a
in his
cartoon.
eyes.
Yeah.
Another bill, yo.
It's like she's in there, the door just opens, this little fucking hobbit comes out like.
I read that after she's been saying about him
Healing
being
for
ill.
hire.
Amy!
I will go to follow because I feel like Quinn would take an interest. I'm pretty good at medicine, although my rolls have been terrible so far today.
I gotta see how this plays out.
I can medicine.
You can medicine. No, it's a
Do
medicine.
you require
Yes, what do you do?
healing?
I guess I'd say as she's like going to the door, walk after her and say, "Oh, that's the chance. Is that to go to your father's chambers or whatever?" Yeah.
Yes, it is. He normally eats around this time of day. I try and keep up a stable diet for him. Why do you ask?
I say, "Well, I am a cleric, and I was wondering if anyone has tried to help your father with his illness."
Unfortunately, not as well as we thought. Uh, we've had the man who runs the shrine over a few times, and yeah, he's tried to do as well as he can, but uh, nothing seems to be working.
Say, would you object for me to have a look?
It's gonna roll a 1.
No, I suppose not. You can come in.
Like
I will.
He's got to roll
like
charisma to
wounds.
get in the door first.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute. It's like, wait, that was
Well,
a claws wound, and the guy just dies.
Roll me a
It's gonna be
charisma
like an
check just to
American
see how you're
hospital,
doing.
right?
I want to see
You're
if
like,
she's like trusting you
all
or not.
healed. That'll be 1,000 gold.
Inflammable means flammable. Alright, what do I need to do?
Charisma.
Charisma.
Really?
Phil was just constantly.
Hey, there we
Yeah,
go.
doing
50.
better. So you've slept on the right side of the bed this time. So
Ooh, yeah.
yeah, she's like, yeah, you can come in. You can take a look. Try not to get too close. Don't startle him. He's normally in and out of it,
Hmm.
and I'll be right there as well.
I hear you want some
so she-
healing.
I nod. Say very well.
Right up in his face.
The
Follow,
halfling Ash looks down at you. Yeah.
follow the lady. in.
So you follow him.
Yeah.
So this is a dark room. It's a musty room. It's
dungeon.
somebody who's
So, dark vision.
stayed in. Yeah, it's somebody who's stayed in there. You get the impression they've been in here for quite a while now.
Hmm.
She's trying to do the best she can, but running a tavern and looking after a sick father is kind of more than she can handle. So there's like tissues all over the place next to the bed.
See why he's always tired.
Yeah, just fucking pounding it every night.
With a high protein diet.
Oh,
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 that
dear.
fish.
He needs those supplements. So yeah, there's tissues by the bed, runny nose, guys.
that's what
And
they call it
there's
these
lots
days.
of there's lots of plates and whatnot with discarded bit of discarded food on and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But she's just
Certainly
not
mean
had
being
time
the
to clean
bishop.
up. So yeah, it's like a sick person's room, and you can
Yeah,
see this
I'm used to
this
that.
man. He is looking very gaunt in the face. He's probably got a bit of a beard going on at this point. The hair's long, black, long hair kind of thing. You can see there's a bit of like tat on the sides of the walls of like this was once a fisherman who was proud of his work kind of thing. There's like one of those like sketched out pictures of him holding like a big knuckle-headed trout being like this is massive. And he is at the moment asleep.
Knock him out.
Yeah, he's kind of like dozing, and he's sat up in bed.
Hmm. Getting ready. Feeling the magical juices running through my
Is
fingers.
his name Goner Leggies?
So that.
Um,
Yeah, so I approach the bed with her. Obviously, I let her go first.
yeah,
See
she
if she'll
goes.
be like, "This is so and so. They're here to look at you and to help or whatever." And then I'll swoop in.
Yeah, he goes. She goes up. Just getting to the right bit a minute.
He's
Where's the
basically
note?
dead, but she hasn't realised, right?
Yeah,
That's what's happened here.
she goes up to her father and like gently taps him on the shoulder and goes, "Somebody, a halfling here. What was your name?"
I say, "Quinn Fairkettle, speaker of good meat."
It's like she's like speaker.
Probably doesn't
A
believe me.
speaker here is here to see you and
Do
to take
what?
a look, to look you over and see if there's anything that they can do. Um, so the father kind of like groans and he opens his eyes and looks at you very groggily, and it it's just too faint to do much of anything. And she also sets down the dinner plate and glass next to the beside the bed. Take it away. What do you do?
Yeah, cool. So I approach the table. Approach the bed. I
Yeah.
Have to get on the table to see
get
the
my
bed, right?
get my no, that's short. Get my holy symbol out
Oh, sure.
and like
Okay,
say like a prayer,
sure.
Shante, and get the holy symbol out. Like get my arms and just like do like I guess like I think what like medieval medicine is like listen to the heart rhythm, like examine like the arms and legs and like ask him about like symptoms and stuff like that because it's like magic stuff. But I'm also like proficient in like medicine as well, so I guess it's like what a doctor would do with
You
powers,
you remember
basically.
yeah.
Listen to your
Like,
lungs for phlegm and that
You
kind of thing.
remember
yeah.
the commoner doctors without the powers. you remember a phrase come over your mind which says, "Of course, of leeches," and then you shake it off and go back to what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Wait, we don't need
That's a black.
leeches. I got
Well, that
magic
was a
healing.
Yeah.
I got
that
magic
was
healing.
a Blackadder reference for you.
Yeah.
But go on,
Like,
carry
I
on.
know what's wrong with this dying person. He's got too much blood. Let's just get it out of it.
You just moonbeam him.
Let's inflict
They
Like,
can't
wounds
stop
on him.
ever think with that thing.
It was a shapeshifter all along.
Cannon the house.
That'll be
Yeah.
100 gold.
That would be one scale mail, please.
Split mouth.
Yeah, so I just do. I'll take like I don't know,
Yeah.
half an hour for how long it would take to do the medical
minutes, mate.
examination.
Yeah, you check him over. You check all the
Yeah,
basic
but
stuff that you
asking
know,
her as
pulse,
well.
loads of questions to her. She tries to fill you in as best as possible. It's like he caught the cold once and something bit him from the lake and he just hasn't recovered since.
We've
Yeah,
got the
it'd
Rona.
be like
It's
check his
not the corona.
temperature, check his heart rate. I
Yeah,
guess
yeah, yeah.
this kind of area like smell his breath. I guess see if it's like
All those
Halitosis.
things.
been
It's pretty
poisoned
bad.
or yeah, like the general medical person.
You can see this more of like a could it be for this long? More of a like a virusy type thing.
Hmm.
Because it'll be something that lives in the body long enough for it to be weeks and weeks and weeks. Poisons, I would think you would either die or you'll recover, or if somebody is continuously poisoned, you would stay at a steady sort of, you know.
I
But
smell
you
almonds.
you don't sense poison at work. This is more just a
Oh,
disease illness kind of thing.
all right. See if I can treat this. And I roll a medicine check.
Oh
All right.
no, he's gonna
All
die.
right.
It's just medicine. All right,
You say that.
I've been rolling so bad. Come on. Wow. Ah, not
16.
terrible.
No, not bad. I will say that you do a medicine check and you, because it's not you healing him.
I work out what's
This,
wrong with him, basically.
yeah, this would be your working what's wrong with him. And through your observations and tests, you manage to basically give her a description of what she needs to do in order to get him on the right path to recovery. There's a couple of things that she has got no clue over, whereas you do. There's a couple of things that it's like, oh yeah, that's really obvious. If I just like, feed him these vegetables instead of those vegetables,
Yeah,
or
I
give
guess
him
it'd be
this
like,
diet or something,
I guess like this far out would be like folky stuff as well, like these herbs,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
these things, like the root of this tree or whatever.
But you would guess in the next couple of weeks you will see a significant improvement.
Cool. Yeah. I
So
pass that on to her.
she's like, she starts taking notes and stuff, and she's definitely really grateful for it.
Do my prescription where I write down
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you need to do. Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
This
all I
feels
want to
like
do.
karma.
She's like, this
feels
is
like armor.
amazing.
I mean,
No, it
if
feels
she
like
offers...
karma.
Oh.
Do you remember,
It feels like
remember the
armor.
last campaign? You remember the last campaign when you gave everyone else all that gold and I was scrounging? I was like, can I get 50 gold here, 50 gold there for that
To be
piece of
fair,
armor?
it's what happens when you're a late comer.
It was fun watching you squirm though.
It did make for the campaign to be a bit
Armor.
better.
Yeah,
It
that
was
money
fun for
did
everyone
kind
else.
of break that.
It was fun at my expense. It was everyone else. Like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
can we make
If
Vithara
she
Can
do?
I can I have 50
anything.
gold? How much do you want it? What are you
Yeah.
willing to lose for 50 gold?
If-
Starting
I
with
think-
your dignity.
I think Zairu's offer to give all the gold for simply Vitharal turning cynic Phil's character into a fish was a completely great deal that he was happy to do.
Yeah.
That was really
Hmm.
fun.
So remember the great times of being a fish. If she
Poor
donates
Cynic.
money to my quest,
It's fun.
I will be more. I'll be very appreciative. but
I
Quinn
see.
will not ask for payment.
Quinn,
The
do
speaker,
that.
however,
you-
will.
Yeah, if she
Yeah.
offers it, I will. But
I think she'll.
Free tab.
Phil's been screwing you over all night with giving you
he's
gold,
literally
so
here for ages.
let's
I'm
not
trying to
change it
think of her
now.
reactions. It's
So
like, do you
what's
do?
the salary for being a speaker? Nothing. It's like,
No.
all right, cool. Being the mayor makes you no money, apparently. All right.
That's why you have
Yeah.
to do dodgy backroom deals.
Yeah.
Why do you
No,
think
what,
they do
what I'm
that?
saying is like, do
Where's the
you
guild?
hint of
This is
anything
what
like
this is how Quinn becomes
Ah.
part of the Xanthi Guild or whatever it's called.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
I
Do you
would,
hint
It's the
at
only way
any
to make
kind
money
of
for my
payment?
scale mail.
I would say that she can make a donation to the Church of Shantae.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Like I would do that as like because it's what Quinn does.
Yeah.
As a cleric.
That's fine. But she says to you like, "Oh yes, when this afternoon I'll go over and make a donation. That's
Wait,
the least I can do."
Wait, what?
Wait, no, did I misunderstand?
That guy didn't know what the fuck he was doing. We're a different church, different religion.
Yeah, true. Sorry.
I like to think Quinn actually said that. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what fucking Tempest, whatever they worship up here in the
Oh.
godforsaken lands.
Yeah.
Worship agriculture. Very good agriculture. You wouldn't be
That
fucking
escalated.
dead.
Just hear
Yeah.
raised
Yeah.
voices from the inn.
Over, like, what?
Quinn, you're taking a fucking piss. Like, oh,
Mickey, Mickey, is
Burst
that
into
you?
the room because there's like a scuffle and we find Quinn shaking this little kid down. The wrong church! It's Shantae!
It's like slowly moving the moonbeam closer to her dad.
Jesus. Mm.
No, I expect you to die. But
Cool.
no, I
So
if she
all this-
offers, I offer to be like, if you'd like to make a donation to the Church of Shantae,
Okay, yeah.
aka me, because I'm I'm a cleric of Shantae, not Tempest. It's up to her. I'm not.
Yeah, she's not.
Putting it
I
out.
don't think she's sure at the moment. She's more
Right.
concerned about just making sure Dad's all
She
right.
may not care
So
about
she-
his existence.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, sure, I'll get there when I've got the
This is
tavern.
basically where she
But,
goes in
like-
tomorrow, finds like the dad dead, suffocated with a pillow, and a note just saying, "This is what happens when you don't pay."
Don't fuck with Shantae.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's like, I'm going
Yeah,
to
leave it.
I'm going to feed him breakfast, basically, and you leave it there, and you
Yeah.
close the door behind, and then you're back in the tavern, and you can
Yeah.
see lots more people have come down to do breakfast and all those kind of things at this
Who's
point.
running it then? If she's in there,
You could probably see just another
We have
person
people.
around.
Cassius is like, "Ah, let me run this place."
running an entire inn with one person is probably quite challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Especially
reckon that's probably another
especially this
person.
era of time. There's no like electronics. It'd be really
If
difficult.
the kitchen gets backed
Yeah.
up at any point, you'll see Zufira like just start cooking herself. She'll like if the pot's been like waiting for ages, like while they've been in the other room, she's gonna be like, "Ah," like run over to the pot of stew and like start stirring it and just adding more ingredients and things.
Yeah, you can do.
Nice.
Quinn definitely
Like
started
exasperated
Lots of
that,
food, yeah.
that she's not taking care of the food.
Yeah. What a
Yeah,
waste.
that's fine.
Quinn doesn't
So
understand
the letter says to pay or to not Shantae. No, it doesn't work. Okay,
You tried.
I tried.
So what do you want to do? It
Wait
is
around.
the 8th of June now.
Wait for this woman to come out of the room, I guess. Because we can't. She might end up paying him.
That's true.
Quinn's,
I should be in there for a bit longer, probably another like 15 minutes or
Quinn's
something.
like,
Well,
Yeah.
he's not gonna pay. She's not gonna pay.
well, team, I suppose
Quinn's
the
like
question to ask is,
mumbling to herself while it's going
how
on.
do we want to do this?
Put a hammer to the head.
We should
Murderous.
head to Cray. What's it called?
What, the
Cray,
mountain?
whatever. Yeah, head towards the mountain.
Calvin's Cairn.
Calvin's
Calvin's Cairn,
Cairn.
yeah.
There we
Or was it Cair Konig?
It's
That's a different place.
It's.
I believe it's Calvin's
uh,
Cairn.
Yeah, you are right.
Okay.
I need this.
It's not Caraconic.
It's Calvin's
I
current.
guess it depends where everything is on the world map, I guess. Like
I'll
how
bring you up
far
the world map,
distances are.
considering.
Because if it's halfway between there and Bryn Shander, then like, well, we might as well go to wherever's closer than walk in that direction.
It's fairly equidistant between Bryn Shander and Calvin's Cairn.
Oh, it is
So I was
actually,
thinking
yeah.
we head to Calvin's Cairn, check it out, and then walk back to Bryn
Why
Shander.
not just go to where that Dwarven Valley is and then...
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess it makes
Calvin's
sense
Cairn.
to go to
Yeah,
Calvin's
you want to
Cairn,
do
yeah.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Go out there. All right.
It's into the deep north, but
I assume the
it's cool
Dwarven
stuff.
Valley is probably where the thing is anyway. Not
Yep.
that we know that in
Yeah, quite possibly.
character. That's about
I mean,
halfway between the 2 points.
now that I look at the valley much more, it's not actually that far away.
16 miles, apparently.
Oh yeah.
Going
I
from there
guess
to there.
I mean,
I
do you
don't know
want
if it's
to
like at the mountain itself. You said it's at the base of the mountain, so yeah, it's actually a bit closer.
go like that, or you actually going out there and over?
Well, we know it's about halfway between them, don't we? And we're basically halfway between them. So I guess it doesn't really matter which way. Go to one end and then work our way back, I guess.
Let's go to Dwarven Valley,
It's
isn't it?
Yeah.
about 20 miles. It's about 20 miles either way, yeah. I
Isn't
think
it like, yeah, just to if we're
Oh.
just going to the valley, then isn't it just like 4 miles, just
we
like
don't
down
know
here?
where it
It's
is,
like
though.
4 miles or so.
Yeah, we don't know
Yeah,
where it is along here. We just know it's somewhere halfway-ish.
But
yeah,
the
We
actual
don't know.
settlement, the dwarven settlement, is that the Dwarven Valley?
yeah. It's this.
Yeah.
They're like underground in this valley, basically.
Oh, I
So
thought
the
they were
entrance
actually
to
at
it
the
is
bottom of the
this here.
mountain then. I thought the settlement was more like
It's
here.
some people. Yeah, some people say that it's just like in the mountain at the. I
Would
mean, in the
you
valley at the start of the mountain, sort of. It's just this whole area.
not assuming all dwarfs know where all dwarfs live, but would Sophia know where like a settlement would be for these dwarfs?
It's just in the valley at the foot of the mountain.
I think
'Cause, like,
Saphira's
you-
plan makes the most sense. If we head towards Kelvin's Cairn from here, and then we make our way back down to Bryn Shander.
yeah.
That
All
makes
in
sense to me
agreement?
as well.
Covers both, doesn't
Yeah,
it,
so
really?
it's only 4 miles.
So you're going out. What, you're doing this and then back like this?
Basically,
Oh,
yeah.
well, I thought we were going to go just straight here to the foot of the
Yeah,
Dwarven
I
Valley.
thought
Yeah.
the dwarven settlement was like here at the foot
Yeah.
of the mountain. The
Because this-
settlement's inside here. So
Yeah.
you might as well just go straight across.
Yeah,
Because
assuming that
this-
works,
Fine.
Joel. The
This
safest route.
this mountain extends like, for me looking at it, it like extends to about here, where
Yeah.
the ring marks
Yeah,
kind
I
of
was
stop. So
thinking
it's
it was
like
just
this mountain.
higher altitude, I guess, like the tighter rings was just the mountain.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so I guess we just go straight across
All right.
to like the mouth of the valley and then try and find the settlement, I guess, or try and find the
Sure.
tracks.
Yeah. Okay, well you start walking over there. And it's a fair sort of day, as it were. It's obviously still like, twilight or something, but you get over in fairly good time. The weather's fair. And you get to the foot of the valley, and then you point yourself in the direction of Bryn Shander.
Well, we were
And
going to check out the valley first,
you want to go in there?
since we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do. I need to find the relevant information to
It's
see
a
if
valley
anything.
full of dwarves.
Yeah, it's a valley. There's a hole in the
Just
side.
giving away money is really weird.
I mean, it's 1:30, and we wanted to end early, so we could, if it's like a lot of effort to pull it up, we could like call it here.
yeah,
as a
with a new location. We're not in a super rush, are we? We could spend a couple of hours.
Totally up to you guys. Just thought I would throw that out there.
Yeah.
I am completely easy when it comes to
I'm
this.
just seeing if there's anything
I
actually in
guess
here.
it's more a case of if we're going in the right direction for this thing, then like I'm totally okay with like getting to that point. But if we're not going in the right direction and we're about to explore a new area, then I could see us saying, hey, we'll pick this up next time. I've got the book out.
Or the
The
book
gloves
out.
are coming off.
Yeah. Sometimes I find the actual hard copy easier to flip through.
Yeah.
You know?
Unless like the
Um,
hyperlinks are done really well. A
The
traditional book
hyperlinks
is
are
easier.
well. It's just what I'm saying is this particular bit of information, is it a whole area on its own, or is it just a little passage in one of the
Yeah, if you
quests?
think if it's marked on the map, it'd be semi-important.
Do you
I
think
guess
so?
the rivers and the trails are marked as well, aren't they? So maybe
Yeah,
it's just a passageway.
I reckon. Because my interpretation was there are, because the dwarfs live underground, there's probably entrances in the valley or at the foot of the mountain. But they're not like super easy to find or anything.
I mean, it's dwarves. It's probably a good place to buy some cheap splint mail.
That is true, I guess.
Yeah, they make tons of armor. And like that's what dwarves do. Best you'll find anywhere. Best you'll find anywhere, Quinn.
Nice. I am all
Well,
for
I'll certainly buy some leather armor because they'll be fitted for dwarves.
Yeah, that is true. They would be.
that.
I
It's
realized
smaller.
that the armor I want to buy is actually cheaper than I thought because the medium would cut off my dex, so I'd actually be better off in
Cut off your
studded
what?
leather.
Cut off your decks.
Because you get maximum of +2 dex from the medium armors, all of them. So I'd actually be best off in the best light armor, the studded leather, even though I can equip medium. So yeah, I only have to spend 45 gold on that, so I can afford that.
Um,
And I can get a new weapon. I got my new weapon planned out once I find a good shop that sells them.
1, 4, 5. I might have a bit of information here actually. One. Huh.
Good lord, what's happening in there, man?
It's because I'm pulling up information. 4, 5. Is there anything here? Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
This episode is sponsored by specifically this fidget cube and also Tesco exotic juice.
It's great.
You can gleam it. You can do all kinds of things with it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright
can
then.
you?
Yes, this is a whole nother
Oh,
segment that we're
goblin.
going down. So I actually at this point I just need time to prep.
Ah,
Yeah,
Makes
that
sense.
seems
Oh, he's
reasonable.
back in the room.
We're gonna have a
this seems
dwarvy
like
episode.
a
Yeah,
can carry on my
we're gonna
money-making
spend
schemes
4
later.
episodes in the Dwarven Valley while I become the speaker.
And you'll get no like
no money.
advantages
salary.
from it. Yeah.
No salary.
No, 'cause
Oh,
you
the
only
dwarves
charge-
do it
They
differently.
never
Just a fancy hat.
Quinn, the dwarves do it
You
differently.
get a fancy hat. I got like a signet thing we
You could
get.
have gotten a fancy hat. You had to ask for it. You have to
What
ask for
happened
the hat.
is you'll become leader, the speaker of the dwarves, and they'll be like, "We've got
Previous
this
speaker
gold
had-
mine here."
Quinn, you
Here,
just
it's
have
like-
to ask for a salary.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all it is.
That's a monthly income of 1,000 gold per month. Sweet.
Yeah.
All I had to do was win a single combat against the previous dwarf leader.
It's almost like halflings have never really done anything in
Well,
the
it got
entirety of
smoothly.
Fairy.
Okay, I can give you this little tidbit before we actually end.
Okay.
Right.
Ooh.
All right. So you get to the foot of the valley. Are you going inside the valley
Mhm.
and all those kind of
Yeah.
things? Okay. So as you start to pass through the valley, Because the weather is rather clear at the moment, you can start to see evidence of dwarven activity, such as tracks that lead up to tunnels carved into the valley slopes. You will know that several hundred shield dwarves live in the subterranean halls that connect to these mines. There are probably you also know that there are probably there's obviously tunnels and old mines in the mountain. It's gone very the Hobbit sort of style.
These are real dwarves, not like Zufira's family.
Yes, these are proper dwarves. Halls connecting to these mines, but they rarely venture to the surface nowadays, except to forage and hunt. You can you can find refuge among the dwarves. There is stuff to be had here. I just need to go and plan, but that's the little tidbit you get. So let me know if you want to interact with these dwarves at all. So that will tell me what I'm doing. But we'll do that in downtime. We'll figure out
maybe
what we're
a
doing.
weapon. That's it.
I think we want to kill the dwarves.
Cassius definitely wants to knock one out.
He always wants to knock one out.
I've been here the whole time, Cassius, and you never tried to knock me out, not once.
But
Am I not good enough for you?
Hang on.
Oh god, everything's gone silent on the chat.
Oh no.
These new earphones have stopped working.
Ah,
Can't hear
good for
Cassie's
me.
answer.
why do you
22.
get wired?
I cannot hear anything.
Oh
Not
no.
even my tavern music.
Oh no.
You're playing music.
There you go.
There we go. I can hear again.
Right, Severa, I
Hey.
rolled a 22 on strength check. So there you go. If you can't beat 22, then you get knocked out.
Is that how it works? It'll be a strength save, I guess.
Yeah.
Why are you two hitting each other?
You get knocked out.
Oh, I feel special.
So
I mean, I'm assuming this is not in character.
no,
Oh, right.
not at all.
It's like, what?
I just
Oh,
wanted
no.
to be, Cassius goes around knocking out all these people. He's never once tried to knock me out. I just didn't feel special, I just didn't feel wanted.
Cassius could easily knock you all out if you really wanted to.
But yes, there we go, everyone. For today, that has been our show.
It's a bit of
I'm
a
gonna
fizzle
go,
out, this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go away and plan for
This
unexpected
is real
stuff, as
D&D.
always.
This is
But
this is
that
not
is the nature.
We ain't got
Yes.
no production. We
Real
ain't got no
D&D.
crew behind us.
Yeah.
This is raw.
Just a couple of
It's on the
guys.
edge.
East
Yeah.
Side and a Chewinga.
No condom.
Yeah.
Oof. Oof.
I'm sorry. I had to
Oh,
bring it down. This is
you've
real
gone-
D&D, okay?
You've gone one step too far. All right, knocking people out, that's fine. Murdering children,
Moonbeam.
fine.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
condom, get out.
It's amazing.
I
Real
will
D&D
correct
is
you.
improv and all those kind of things. Especially when you guys go off of the book and then it gets
I
interesting.
mean, we discovered that
so-
Chewingas were opening this woman and trying to opening this woman's window and trying to freeze her to death, and potentially might
Chewingas
have
get
set fire to
darker
the
and
house.
darker.
Yeah.
It
They've
is funny.
opened this woman up, and like the next time we find them, we wake up and it's just got like blood and gore dripping down its face.
Pulling her organs out one by one. Like there's a heart. There's
So
some.
this is how we
Amelia's
play
like,
house, isn't
this
it?
might have to stop now. This little game, it's gone darker than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've enjoyed it.
Yes, it's been fucking
It's
hilarious.
been a good session. We go around and do our outros, and that'll do for the night. So where should we start? Let's do the opposite. Hey, Greg.
Yeah, sure. I do egregious games on YouTube. I'm sort of an indie dev, and I also talk about games. So that's why I have a YouTube channel. And it's just all sorts. It's like memes, and I mostly try to do like video essays. But then obviously those are like once a month or once every 2 months, like the proper shit. So then between that, I just do like bits of memes. I did a Nintendo franchise tier list, and I did a little artsy fartsy video about Dune, which I quite enjoyed. So yeah, check it out.
Amazing. What do you do, Levi?
Check me out. I'm over at the Engineering Bay on
He reacts
YouTube.
to my videos.
I did react to Greg's Nintendo tier list, which, to be fair, was a lot of fun because I went into that blind. Did my own tier list as well because I had to correct some of those mistakes. And I've also been streaming some Dune recently. So if you want to check some out and kind of learn how to play it, because I try to describe what I'm doing for it. Done some Smash Bros related KO content, something fun, short stuff, but primarily usually retro stuff or opinion stuff on video games going forward. So if you're interested in any of that, head over there and check that out at the Engineering Bay.
Amazing. What do you do, Dave?
I play video games, and
Amazing.
I do other
You
things.
do music too.
I do music too.
Okay.
That's
cool,
about it. Nothing you can find on YouTube.
Yeah.
Unless you join
Yeah.
in on games with them, yeah.
Or you could just
Oh
plug,
yeah, I appear on other channels.
you could just
Well,
plug
I
the
could
Cosmonaut
guess.
Creature. You realize, like, this is what I used to do.
We do have some videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's true. Cosmo Creature. If you like sci-fi punk, Google that.
I remember the Wave Ocean song in particular.
Oh,
Like,
Harlem's World. Yeah, that was sick.
it's the only one I remember.
Yeah,
How
that was
about you,
good.
Jack?
Hello, everyone. You can find me at Don Hayes on YouTube, and also, that's for movies and cinematics, cutscenes, that type of thing. You can also find me on YouTube at Don Hayes Plays, which is more of my playthrough and streams. We also have been doing a lot of Borderlands 3 with Killjoy at the Engineering Bay and also his brother Zabami. So some cool content there. So feel free to check that out. And yeah, that's
And if
it.
you're watching this, you should probably check out his Celeste Crown of the Magister plays because it's a
Ah.
D&D game.
Yes, yeah. So I did last Crown of Magister, and I also did the expansion Lost Valley. Both pretty good games, actually. Really good and authentic D&D tabletop games in digital form.
And
Nice,
if
nice.
you're watching this, you should probably like, subscribe, and follow, and all that good
Yes,
stuff. on the
like,
channel
subscribe,
as well.
give us,
Yeah, to
give us,
Worldshaper
give
Games.
us a follow, all of that
Ring
stuff.
that
Yeah.
bell.
Ring that bell so you know when we go live.
Ring the bell.
The
Ring that bell
bell.
and walk on down.
But yes, that has been Icewind Dale. Thank you for joining us. We will see you
Hello.
next time to see what the Tringers get up to and what the party finds in the Dwarven Valley.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? All right. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.